into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Oh, just like that, like a superhero, you jump out of bed and you embrace the day, and you got to do it like that. Because you can, because I know it's a brand new week, but we got the energy, we got your backs and facts.
Hello, my friend. Good morning, Superman. How are you doing? How was the weekend?
It was amazing.
Was it good?
Absolutely amazing.
Oh, I'm glad to hear.
Lots of connected time with family. I had all of the kids yesterday, so I can hardly move today. But that's a good precursor for what's going to happen this morning, because you're going to need to lift from the base, I have a feeling.
It is a Monday morning, and yes, we are going to be working out together in just a little bit, which means the show is packed with power, it's packed with pride, and of course packed with so many pioneers. So let's start here, where we're spotlighting women trailblazers in tech who are breaking barriers and reshaping the future. And then we welcome South Africa's record-smashing powerlifters, Nathan Michael Steyn and Kristen Joy Kannemeyer, fresh off the international success that they enjoyed, to show us how to squat, how to bench, and then how to eat like champions, because you've got to refuel.
Wow.
I'm going to feel like a champion today.
Well, tomorrow you're going to feel it. Tomorrow you're going to feel like a champion, I'm going to say. But amazing, an opportunity to get schooled by some of the best in the business. And then we've got a massive moment for local sports. Our ladies did it. The Springbok women have taken down the mighty Black Ferns 15. You heard it right.
Wow.
I think we saw the promise bubbling under there. We could see the self-belief. This is the kind of message we want to send in a World Cup year. That was kind of our last World Cup preparation game. That's how you do it.
My goodness. So whether it is lifting, coding, or even scoring history-making tries, South Africans are showing the world how it's done, as we do, flying that flag so incredibly high. Listen, it is good to be South African. So good morning, champions. It's good to have you here.
Yeah, man. Let's delve a little deeper into our RSA right now. As always, we love to start a conversation with you online and keep it going for the next couple of hours. In fact, we got you for 3. So let's keep it rich and engaging. We are saying Happy Women's Month, Mzansi. And we are going to put out, I think, a blanket call. And this doesn't have to be a big political figure, someone who stood out in history. It's someone who stood out for you. Who was that woman that guided you, that matriarch in your family? Maybe it was an individual teacher. Maybe it was an older sibling. In my case, my sister has always had my back and guided me through life. I'm so fortunate to be surrounded by so many strong women, even in this space, continually propped up by the incredible women around me. So who is that person in your life? Take us back to those magical moments, maybe a pivotal moment in your life. 063 036 9649. Who is that woman that ticks every box for you? Well, we're going to continue to tick those boxes this morning. As we said, a lot of inspiration coming away, and the facts as well. Let's get set for the day ahead, take in our news, and yes, some major sporting highlights.
Well, thank you so much, Gray. With just 4 minutes after 6 o'clock, let's get into your national news headlines. Now we get started here, where President Ramaphosa says South Africa remains committed to resolving the tariff dispute with the United States after the U.S. imposed a 30% duty on South African goods. Now, speaking at the Union Buildings in Pretoria, the president confirmed that negotiations are ongoing and that a proposal has been tabled. Now, government is also preparing a support package for local industries hit hardest by the tariff. The strategy includes sector-based negotiations and trade diversification. Now, the U.S. hike is part of broader global tariff changes affecting several nations. In other news in the country, Minister Blade Mzimande has officially launched the 2025 National Science Week at Tshwane University of Technology, calling for teachers to focus on fostering a love of maths and science. Now, he referenced the concerning statistics that 464 schools no longer offer maths. Nzimande encouraged schools to emulate international examples by identifying promising maths and science learners early on. Now, this year's theme is Science, Technology and Innovation are for everyone. Now, let's take a look further afield at your international news-making headlines, where Lesotho's trade minister says a reduced 15% tariff on textile exports to the U.S. may still cripple the industry. Now, the new rate down from a proposed 50% is part of a U.S. executive order affecting dozens of nations. Lesotho's textile industry employs 40,000 people and was largely built on duty-free access under AGOA. Minister Moketi Shilile says the current tariff won't help compete with neighbours like Kenya and Eswatini. Job losses continue as US buyers cancel orders and manufacturers seek alternate markets. Meanwhile, Saudi Arabia has executed 8 people in a single day, including 7 foreigners and 1 local, amid a growing crackdown on drug crimes. Now, according to the Saudi press agency, most were convicted for drug smuggling. Now, the total number of executions in 2025 now stands at 230. Analysts say the surge is tied to the kingdom's intensified anti-drug campaign. Now, human rights activists warn the spike undermines Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's Vision 2030, which promotes a modern image of Saudi society. Now, let's close off here in a spectacular show of unity. 1,276 young marimba players from over 70 schools across the Western Cape and 2 from Zimbabwe shattered the Guinness World Record on Saturday. And that was out at Grand West Arena in Cape Town for the largest marimba ensemble ever recorded. Now, they more than doubled Guatemala's previous record of 505 participants. With mallets flying, this vibrant ensemble, ranging from ages 8 through to 62, performed a stirring 10-minute medley, including Waka Waka and Jerusalema, to roaring applause. Organized by Marimba Jam under the theme, quote, United in Harmony, end quote, the event showcased South African and Zimbabwean youth coming together in a rhythmic solidarity. Now, each participant left with not only a medal, but a memory and a powerful message of community through music. Wow. Congratulations to Kiara and everybody involved in that record-breaking moment. That is where we leave your 6 o'clock news, rather. Let's get into some sporting highlights.
Thank you so much for providing the Shakira segue into the sport. So let's start there with a big one. The MTN 8 holders Orlando Pirates will face Mamelodi Sundowns in what is now a blockbuster semi-final. That while Sekhukhune United, they take on last year's runners-up Stellenbosch, and that's later this month. So Pirates beat Polokwane City 2-0 to chase a record 4th straight title. That is Sundowns cruise past Richards Bay 4-0. Then Sekhukhune and Stellenbosch staged dramatic comebacks, both of them, in fact, with wins over TS Galaxy and Amazulu, respectively, to book their spot and complete that beautiful Final Four. Now, speaking of the beautiful game, the ladies touched a moment or two. The Springbok women powered to a brilliant 41-24 win over New Zealand's Black Ferns 15 at the Athlone Stadium. Thank you for showing up as well. Leveling the series now 1-1 in front of a very spirited Cape Town crowd. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dominating up front, definitely. The Boks capitalized on their physical pack to bounce back from last week's narrow loss, building some much-needed momentum just 20 days out from the Rugby World Cup in England. Well done, ladies. Now let's stay with some fantastic champagne rugby, in fact, as we turn to the Currie Cup. And the Griquas, they staged a stunning comeback to beat the Boland Cavaliers 48-39 in Kimberley, overturning a major halftime deficit in so doing. So, meanwhile, the Bulls, they delivered a major statement, 64-0 thrashing of the Sharks at Loftus. Then the Lions, they notched their 2nd consecutive bonus point win, downing Western Province 40-19 in another comprehensive performance in Johannesburg. Dominant Currie Cup weekend. Well done, young men. Now let's get on to motorsports and another thrilling showdown as Lando Norris clinched a very dramatic Hungarian Grand Prix win, holding off McLaren teammate Oscar Piastri by just 0.698 seconds, because the third split does count in these cases, and that to cut the championship gap to now 9 points. So switching from a 2-stop to 1-stop strategy, Norris secured his first Hungarian win and McLaren's 200th overall victory as well. So quite a momentous weekend for them. The 25-year-old avenged his 2024 team orders defeat as well. So I think this one meant a lot, claiming his 5th career win in the race's 40th edition. So a lot of history and lore and legend coming to bear in that one. Well, we've got some legends stepping into studio. Carissa's going to try her hand at powerlifting and everything that goes with that, including a lot of protein, I would imagine, in just a moment, so you can start warming up. Right now, I wonder if the country is going to be warming up. Let's get those temperatures in.
Well, in your weather news this morning, the South African Weather Service has issued yellow level 1 warnings, and that is for damaging waves and interior winds. Now, disruptive waves are expected between Saldanha Bay and Cape Agulhas, spreading to Alexander Bay and Plettenberg Bay tomorrow. Now, strong winds are also forecast over the central Northern Cape as well as the central Karoo, posing fire risks, structural hazards and travel disruptions. Now, extremely high fire danger conditions are expected in parts of the Western, Northern and Eastern Cape. Residents are urged to take the necessary precautions. And we'll check in once again at 7 o'clock. But for now, though, let's get into that sunrise view of this hour. And to make sure that Monday is greeted with a bigger smile is an image by Owen that looks like it was taken straight from The Lion King. Now, this one is from Lakeside out in Cape Town. And Owen, my goodness, you have done Simba and the crew so incredibly proud. Congratulations on getting the winning image so far. I know it's only the first one, but we are starting with the bar set pretty high. 13 degrees is what you can expect on your side of town, Owen, and thank you once again for sharing what your morning looks like with us. And if you too would like to be like him, 063-0369649 is where you snap and send your pictures through. For now, though, let's get into your temperatures for the rest of the country.
Okay, that sunrise view is absolutely beautiful. Keep them coming. 99% chance of rain. Surely we can call it 100, guys. Come on. Regardless of the weather outside, hopefully you've got a beautiful view like that. Please temper our temperatures with your gorgeous sunrise views. We'd love to see them. And we also would love to see you win and win big. And we're going to be plugging into a lot of opportunities to do that today. But first off, 530,000 rand is waiting in our jackpot, and it could be yours, but you've got to get your ticket. So if you go in store, you can get them just after 9 o'clock. If you go online right now, National Lottery is where you'll find them. You can go onto their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking setup, or you can dial *120 *7529 hash, get USSD right to the phone. Easy peasy. And we'll keep those details up on the Expresso social so you can check them out. And Panda Push a Play, your daily lotto for an estimated 530,000 rand. This could be your big payday. Just please share a little bit with the rest of us, because we're going to share with you this morning, and we have got a lot going on. What's up next?
So many things are up next. I know you're seeing food before you. I'm going to keep you waiting and anticipating for just a little bit longer. But if you're a falafel fan, stick around right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And then not only that, we have to talk about our weekend highlights. And I know on your highlights is sports, baby, because yes, the Springboks women did beat the Black Ferns 15. And we can't wait to get into the details with Zoe Human all around that. And then, of course, we want to know what your weekend highlights were all about. Now, Graham and I will share ours as well, along with some pictures, maybe some videos, and we would love to see if you could rate your weekend out of 10, what it looks like and what went down. So get in touch with that, grab a cup of coffee, and we'll see you right now.
Who says no to a cappuccino? Jacobs, wunderbar.
Welcome back, you beauties. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. So I'm going to just proclaim it. In a moment, we're going to chat about our Springbok ladies beating Black Ferns. I know we got on about this being the manifestation station, but there is just something, and I want this to all sports people out in the world to know. You come here, you're going to win, okay? Because the nation will get behind you. So thank you so much for delivering. We will get into that, but happy Women's Month. That's the kind of message we want to send. So I cheated a little bit because I had a very kind of nuclear weekend with my kids, and we played rugby. We did everything this weekend. It was amazing. It was one of those where my cup was refilled. But I wanted to talk about last weekend because we didn't have a chance to delve into our weekend highlights, and I got to reconnect with someone who once again stole the show. So you might remember young Matthew May, who came on board and took over Expresso because he was our dreamer of the day for Reach for a Dream. Well, he continues to live his dream in the most powerful and dramatic way. And what I loved is how we brought everyone in our studio down to his space, his level. So we had a massive opportunity last weekend to raise funds for Reach for a Dream. Now, they create dreams for about 2,500 plus kids every year, which costs a ridiculous amount. The wealthiest set in Cape Town showed up and delivered. It was mind-blowing to watch people use what they have with purpose. And the David Cromers of the world were giving like their signed special edition guitars up for grabs. Mark Lottering was there performing. Anwar, the couple goals there with those supporting each other. They are each other's hype men, and that was just beautiful to see. But young Matthew May stepping onto stage with me as my co-host for the evening, and I knew he would kind of steal the show. Just what an absolute little legend.
He was good, hey?
He was so good. Now, obviously, and what I love about this young man, because he feels rocks. He will tell you exactly. And now, obviously, he struggles to stand for long periods of time. And I loved, like, in our studio setting, we would carry each other around. We would literally lie down next to each other. When I saw Chad, my soundie, just carrying him with the mic packs and then doing what we need to do, that's how you've got to roll when life is different. And he just proves that every single day. But on stage in front of this unbelievably high-powered set, we were punching way above our weight class. And he just made everything all right for me. He is so good at what he does. And I love the fact that his dream just keeps getting bigger and bigger as he knocks these walls down. We had Sanaya, a young chef, cooking with Leon Tomlin from the Chef's Warehouse in the kitchen for everyone on the night. Aviwe sang beautifully. I got a master class.
There's Anu and Mark.
Oh, they are just such a beautiful couple, yes, and what they represent. But Mark is on another level. And I've always known his comedy chops. But to see him just step onto a stage, and he had come from doing a very different set fundraiser for 600 of his Mensa, as he very proudly proclaimed, crossing lines, and he used the same comedic thread in the most powerful way. It was amazing. We were crying, we were laughing. It was just out of this world. So to be a part of something like that, where life just works as it's supposed to, they must have pushed close to 3 million rand that night.
Wow, congratulations.
Just insane. And that's because when you've got the likes of young Matthew May stepping onto a stage like that and proving what they do and the power of fulfilling dreams, just giving these moments absolutely beautiful. So thank you. So Haiti, who organized everything, and her amazing team from Reach for a Dream, and everyone who stepped up and delivered. I don't care how wealthy you are. When you're putting 50 grand, 120 grand on the table, purely out of love, passion, and purpose, you're fine. You can hang around, yo. You can hang around.
The next generation is sorted. I love that, and shout out to Matthew. Oh my goodness, I love that you guys got to share the stage, and that we get to give the right people their flowers, including you, Gray, including 100%. Mark, and including Matthew. Beautiful weekend. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so glad for you. I also had a beautiful one. This past weekend, I got to spend time with my fiancé.
I was going to say, you had romance face there.
I do have romance face, because we actually 2 years later decided to do a bit of a couple shoot, and then afterwards enjoyed a little drink together and made sure that we just soaking in those moments before the I do, which happens in a couple of weeks from now. Yes, a burger was involved as well, because we can. It was just really lovely to see him in front of the camera, because it's just not his space at all. And to be like, no, babe, tilt your head this way. No, but tilt it this way.
Hey, listen, he's a gorgeous man, So you best be teaching him. If he's going to be on your arm at all of these events,
this is what I'm
he's got to play the game, yo.
Yeah, and then I said, this is just practice for the wedding day, because, of course, there are cameras everywhere all the time, and you've just got to be self-aware and be present at the same time. So in the hour that we got to do that, we just had an absolutely beautiful time together, and I can't wait to see the pictures.
And those photos, don't trust me, those pictures from moments like this will live in your house, in your lounge, in your bedroom for for the rest of your life.
And we haven't
really
printed
do.
any images yet, so this is definitely the time.
You'll get there, girl.
Okay.
You'll get there. You'll have about 3 terabytes after the wedding, so just pace yourself. Well, you might have picked up that, yes, I was missing our nature boy just a little bit last week. I desperately need to know how he is. Is he even still alive
Where
out
are you,
there?
Ryle?
Can we please hear from Mr. Nature Boy himself?
Yo, what's happening, Expresso fam? I'm missing you all. I'm currently signing in from Oslo. That is Oslo's fjord. This is where I'm currently staying, but have just come from some insane adventures. Been visiting a buddy of mine from Norway. His name's Garth, and we are old lifeguard friends. And yo, man's taken me on some insane adventures. We have been doing, 15, 20K hikes over Bergstegen, one of the big mountains out in Norway in the north. You catch a bus and a ferry just to get there, swimming on top in treacherous climbs. It was insane, but overlooking some epic views. We overnight cycled as well and stayed in some cabins out in the mountains over some snow. So that was incredible. Got to dive in crystal lakes and just seeing intense amounts of waterfalls, and also risk my life climbing up Via Ferrata Loan, which is probably the most intense hiking experience I've had ever. But it was insane. And also doing a wedding here, but for now we're just having a short moment of downtime before we slide back into adventure. Missing you all, and yeah, sending love back home. We'll see you soon. But for now, Nature Boy is in his element.
Oh,
It
jealous.
sucks, man. It looks terrible. Sorry, dude. Looks awful out
So
there.
you have to endure all of
Oh,
it.
I'm so glad, because also he's got the nuptials coming up here. And if you don't force life to slow down around these times, it's going to pass you by. It's as simple as that. And I know I sound really old saying
No, it's
something
the
like
wisdom.
that.
Give it to us.
But I had the opportunity to really embrace my wedding, and it turned out to be one of the most pivotal, beautiful moments of my life. So you do that, girl.
Okay, I'm taking
for
it
you.
in. Thank
Ryle,
you.
a little less
Ryle.
embracing on your side, buddy. Come back home. We need you here, man. All right, so let's spread the love so all of us can feel like winners.
I
this morning,
agree.
please.
Okay, listen, if you play it safe or risk it all for the win, I want to welcome you to the ultimate high-stakes thrill ride. It's all about World Sports Betting's cash-out game, inspired, of course, by the online aviator sensation. It's about timing, though. The longer you hold on, the higher you win the climb.
Oh, but cash out before the plane flies away, or it's nix for you. It is game over. So you stand a chance to be this Friday, the 8th of August, first on-air pilot. And this one is going to be another one of those phenom games that I think people are just going to go gaga for. And you can win between 1,000 and 10,000 Rand if you cash out in time.
Oh my gosh, okay, I know you're wanting to enter, so this is what you have to do. Reply to the competition posts on the Expresso social pages, and all you have to do is tell us this one thing. Would you rather play it safe or risk it all for the jackpot? And then, of course, you have to qualify it by telling us why.
It's sports, man.
Sports.
Risk it all. Go all in. No, I'm not giving you the answer. You decide for yourself and let us know. And, of course, don't forget to hashtag World Sports Betting to qualify. And that must feature in your comments. And the competition closes 10 a.m. this Thursday. That's the 7th of August. But you can find the T's and C's that apply on expressoshow.com. All the best of luck.
Oh my gosh, I'm crossing fingers and toes for you. But for now, though, we don't even need to wish luck to the Springboks women, because they have brought it home. They beat the Black Ferns. And we knew they were going to, didn't we?
Oh, I didn't, man.
I
And
saw
I say
the
that with all due
determination in the
respect. I
eyes.
could see a fire burning in the ladies that we haven't seen before, and they delivered. And then our final preparation match, of course, before the all-important World Cup. And then I wouldn't mind a falafel for breakfast, if you don't mind. I think we're going to tick all of those boxes. As I say, after this, you can cook along.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Yes, we are buzzing this morning. Hopefully you're feeling the same way. It was a performance fueled by belief, a lot of physicality, and a jersey presentation that lit a fire in the Springbok women's camp clearly, and at just the right time, with just weeks to go until the Rugby World Cup 2025 kicks off. Brain's Chargers, they outclassed the Black Ferns 41-24 at Athlone Stadium. This is a moment. This is a massive, massive moment. And that, of course, turned around from last week's loss, and that ultimately became a very powerful statement win at the right time. And with the squad announcement just days away, we are joined by Zoe Human, False Bay women's rugby player, who also got the W this weekend.
Yes.
She's also a phenomenal rugby MC, and she's here to unpack the result that I think means the world to us right now, ahead of the World Cup.
Hi,
The manifestation station,
Listen,
girl.
we had Cizo here, we had the whole crew here, and I feel like it's a sign. It's a sign that something big is brewing, something feel-good is brewing in the world of women's rugby.
And we can say these things and we can feel it in our studio. It's a very different thing when you're on that field playing against one of the most, I'm going to call it slick rugby outfits in the world, leaning on incredible structures. So is it the physical presence? Because I got a sense the girls, they showed up about 10 minutes before the match started and they were ready to roll.
Listen, there was a switch that definitely turned on this weekend. Yes, in terms of physicality, but it, like in the space of a week, if we compared it to the first game that we had and this game, something was brewing. I mean, with Brain in the big coaching seat, I think we felt that momentum shift for the past year and a half already. But this feels like it. It feels like finally we are ready for something remarkable.
Come on.
And after a performance like this, I'm really excited to see how we do in this Rugby World Cup. I mean, we won the Rugby Africa champs, and that's impressive. It's always going to be impressive. But at the end of the day, those aren't any of the teams we're going to be facing in the World Cup. And it's terrifying when we face Canada and we face the Black Ferns and we don't have a win against them. And those are the top contenders, I think, in this Rugby World Cup to take this win alongside England. And when we've played all these teams and we don't have a win against them, there's something that happens in your head that's just not saying, I can't do it. Now we have that. It might not be the Black Ferns that we're ultimately going to be facing come the Rugby World Cup, but when you have a skill set like people
system we'll face.
100%.
No, completely. And there is something about that level of self-belief. You need something to hang your hat on, that you can go back into that moment to know what it feels like to turn something around. And I love the fact that we turned defeat into a serious positive. When you look at those individuals that need to stand up, we talk about getting the basics right and the team playing from a good baseline, but you do want the Nadines of the world to be shining. What did you make of her performance? And it seemed to affect her in a very powerful way.
She said that this was a personal experience for her. When she went onto that field, it meant everything. She said she was not going to let a single player get past her, and she didn't. As a 9, that is impressive because this is a fast team. She's a tight 9.
She's a loose 7 or a tight 9. I haven't figured it out yet.
She also went into 10 after we had a new scrum half come into play. But she was exceptional. I love seeing her in that position. She's so scrappy. She reminds me of Faf in a certain way. She's 100%, got that quality.
I like that. And I think the whole team has got that notion now. If you can hang on for just an extra second, if you can just get your hand there, we can hold on, which is the kind of grit we're going to need going into the World Cup. From what you've seen here, and congratulations on your own win, we have got a set of strengths to lean into now that are becoming quite clear. Obviously, the physicality, I love the fact that we are known for that. What else do you see being employed going into this World Cup? What do we need to, as I say, hang our hat on from a tactical perspective from what you've seen?
Oh, you know, I like my biggest fear going into this World Cup is actually when thinking of this team and how we're going to shape it is the injuries that we've got along the way. So you have players like Denel Lochner who just came back. We've had, it's been a meme the whole week, her and Cizo having those masks on their face with those eyebrows. It's amazing to have them back, especially in a lock position. Having a facial fracture as a lock, you don't realize the compression of your head.
It's all right,
but then she went off for an injury for her shoulder. Obviously, maybe overcompensating for that sort of injury. So I think that's going to be the biggest thing moving into the World Cup now, is are those game-changing players going to recover? Are Cindy Boys going to recover? Is Danelle Lochner going to get ready in order to actually be on that team sheet come Rugby World Cup? And I think that's my biggest fear, because right now, with the way we are playing, we have what it takes.
Oh, 100%, but we're also putting our bodies on the line, and I think it's a kind of rugby that will lead to injuries, but the girls are showing a kind of spirit that they don't care, really. It's just insane to see this level of commitment playing out in the nuances of the game. I think most importantly, and what would have terrified a lot of the big guns out there, is the level of physicality. Our forwards are monsters.
Not just them, but they were double hitting like beasts. It's like they were all in sync in a way that they've never been.
It's because they touched the couch of all power and possibility, the manifestation station, which you get to sit on every day.
Listen,
I'm just
I feel
saying,
the manifestation.
you might be the reason why they're manifesting. If you rock up in a Springbok jersey at some point, I'm going to believe it, girl, because that's the kind of stuff that can happen here. We absolutely love it, ladies. Thank you so much for delivering on the promise ahead of the weekend. And, of course, the big one coming up. We are behind you 100%. We are, in fact, your hashtag +1.
Congratulations once again to all of the girlies. You guys did absolutely well and are so deserving of this meal. It is protein, but because it's a meat-free Monday, we're getting into something hearty, fresh, and packed with flavor. Now, these falafel pita wraps are definitely the answer to every question. They're crispy homemade falafels, crunchy veggies, and a creamy yogurt sauce coming together in the perfect handheld meal. I've got a lot of ingredients before me, but I also have the best help to allow me to have this be a smooth process. You love a falafel, don't you?
I do. I love the crunchiness of it. I'm going to try and hide my microphone here. No, I love it. I like this style of eating. It feels healthy. It feels a bit lighter.
And handheld always makes things taste better. So let's see if we can actually create this goodness over here. So we've got a couple of ingredients. We've got some onion, some drained chickpeas that have been canned. For really great results, you can also soak them the night before, but then make sure you pat them dry. Parsley, garlic, coriander, cumin, what's the spicy one? Cayenne pepper, and some salt.
Well, I like the fact that we're putting in some like earthy heat. Some of the spices in there. There we go. And you'll see the QR code popping up on your screen periodically. Scan it and cook along with us.
Please do.
Just if yours is better than ours, don't gloat. No, you can.
You can
gloat as much as you want. Post pictures, post videos. Show us you biting it and everything just spilling out.
Oh, that's the best part of eating
Oh, completely. Because you've got all the different textures. Get a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I do like I suppose I tend towards a Mediterranean style of eating, I think from an enjoyment perspective. I like when you can have a little bit of everything together. I love that.
We're just foodies like that. Okay, so we put that in. You say your prayers and then you...
Oh, and it started so gently as well.
It looks great so far.
And there's obviously going to be a lot of natural moisture in a lot of this anyway, which is going to help to bind it.
Okay,
maybe just give it a little mixy.
Yeah.
Do you want to push some stuff down? Oh, smell that.
Oh, that's incredible.
Hey, do you
I don't know why we're surprised.
I know, with that earthiness of it, there's something quite cool about that. I like the fact that you're getting so much umami from essentially a veg setup. Are we just flogging a dead horse here? Let's try one more time.
One more time. But also, you don't want it to be like complete mush. You do want a bit of texture.
Rustic.
Rustic is always the way. If in doubt, rustic.
No, 100%. And the nice thing here is parsley is really good for your breath. If you've had garlic, believe it or not. Apparently Italian parsley, maybe that's why they invented the version. Oh, that's looking great.
All right, so let's stop it
there we go. So then it's all mixed together and you get your beautiful paste, which looks almost identical. Well done.
That looks pretty good.
Very good.
All right, so then you can make your balls. Do you want to use our paste? Let's do one of each.
Okay.
Let's see which one comes out better.
I'm going to try
you do that one. So they say you can use 2 spoons to make the falafel.
Oh, to like quenelle it. Okay. I have no idea. But,
I also don't know.
Well,
like that.
Yeah, like there you go. They don't
Oil
have to
is
be perfectly
hot.
round.
We've just got some, no, not at all. We've got, just had to taste that it was good.
Okay.
I've got some neutral oil in here, and you want to put your falafel straight in.
It's a baby falafel.
That's okay.
We'll
just cook.
Yeah, I'm going to pop mine.
Because I'm a pro, Graham.
Yeah, I can see. Get in there, little falafel.
Okay.
Okay, this is a lot more
Wow.
fun than you can see on TV. the dipping of falafels is quite a
This
thing.
is incredible.
I like that. So I think the watchword here is with the chunkier ingredients, you don't want your falafels to fall apart. So
That's
just make sure
true.
you've got enough to bind it nicely. Whoops.
The oil is always a hazard, so please, if you have kids, make sure you do
Very
this
much
part.
so. And always drop away from you. So if you're going to drop something in,
Right.
don't drop it towards you, drop it away. Obviously, these aren't too big and splashy.
Oh,
but
I'm getting
still,
good at it, actually.
I can see. Yeah.
Okay.
With gas.
Listen,
Literally.
she's almost a wife. She's got to practice.
Ooh,
My man
I
doesn't like
haven't-
vegetarian things, though. But
Not yet. Not yet,
he
my
hasn't
friend.
tasted my falafel.
Exactly, your crunchy falafels.
Okay.
Okay, those are looking great.
And now, maybe just...
We compile.
We compile. Let me just flip
Okay,
these.
there we go.
And then you've got your pizzas that are cut in half.
Except
and you've
I
got,
used one of our spoons. Sorry, you might need another spoon.
That's okay, I'll use this one. Oh, you need a spoon.
There we go.
I'll use this one. A yogurt dressing, feta, tomato, of course, our beautiful falafels already done, and some cucumber ribbons. I also have some lemon in there in case you want
Okay.
to squeeze lemon on top
I
of
love
anything.
it. Okay, well, I'm going to just start building from the base up.
Do it. I'm going to turn our falafels
little
over.
bit of
Oh,
our-
wow. They look so crispy.
So I always like to want as much sauce around as possible. So I'm quite liberal with the sauce. So if you're going to use like a tahini or something like that, get it into all the nooks and crannies. Then we're going to work on a bit of ribboned cucumber. for a bit of
Lovely.
pop. Absolutely love it. Then I think our falafels are going in.
And then how many falafels is too many falafels?
9.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
As many as you
I'm
can
going to
fit
use as many as I
inside.
can because it's amazing. And a few of these little guys. Da, da, da.
You're
I
going to
love
crumble
it.
your
And then,
feta.
yeah, we're going to just crumble a little bit of feta on there. So I'm going to just, break me off a little piece. There we go. And that's
Crumble
teamwork
some
makes
feta.
the dream work.
And then a little bit of lemon.
And we are winning at life. And I love the fact that you've got
Delicious.
crunch, you've got soft, you've got all the right kind of textures and a flavor bazooka, as we say.
100%.
And then you can make as many as you need. I quite like the idea of people being able to, we often talk about this, people being able to create their own stuff.
I
when
like
you're having a
it.
dinner
As
party.
a host, that's actually the best thing you
Have
could
the
do.
spread, have the spread. Okay,
Ooh,
seeing
our
as I've been
falafels look
holding this for
good.
the last half hour, I'm going to have a little bite.
Yes,
I think
you
need
deserve
to. I
that.
think you need to craft your own. Okay.
That
Thank
one's
you so
so
much.
thick.
Breakfast is served. I did say I wanted
A
for
falafel,
breakfast.
you did.
Yeah, I'm going for a proper bite.
Okay, no TV bites here, Graham. Enjoy it. That was made with my hands. I knew it. I knew
yum.
it.
Everywhere.
Well, we'll prepare some for the crew as well. We've got one person that's a vegan on set, so I'll make a special one for him. Shout out Chad. And I'll continue making these as you scan your QR code right there on your screen right now. And you have to eat it and do a dance when you eat it. So you have
Like
to
this.
move. You have to do, because that just enhances the flavor. It's science, okay? Don't ask me. It's just the way it works. More coming up. It's coming your way on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. You thought this was the best thing that was coming, but we've got more.
Oh, a whole lot more coming on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We will be back in the kitchen in just a moment.
Don't look at me.
When we say rustic, we might not have meant quite to that degree, but I think they are going to be beautiful. We want the crisp, we want the crunch, and we want it bespoke.
We do want
Hey,
to
we are learning.
bespoke.
Maybe you can use your hands. Maybe our Cornell technique. We'll see you now. Every piece out.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We have had falafels, we have had chats about being champions, and now, of course, we need some coffee and for you to feed in and let us know. Happy Women's Month, Mzansi. It's such a great time to be a woman. I know a lot of work still needs to be done, but we do want to ask about that one woman who changed your life for the better. Now, it can be anybody, from your aunt to your mom, maybe even a woman that you met on a bus someday. 06303696949 is how you get in touch. Otherwise, hit us up with the comments across our Facebook page. We've got a couple of comments.
Yeah, man, maybe it's one of your colleagues. Sylvie weighing in. Good morning, Expresso fam. Happy Women's Month. Carissa.
Oh,
This I love. My late mum changed my life for the better. She always believed in me and pushed me to be the best version of myself. I'll forever be grateful for her love, guidance, and support. She was my rock, my mentor, and my best friend. I'm still learning from her legacy and striving to make her proud. But I think you would have made her proud with that acknowledgement alone. That was beautiful.
Well, thank
really
you for
nice.
sharing, Selvi. Faroza says, good morning, Expresso fam. For me, it's always been my mum. She is my inspiration, my life, my everything. Special hugs to all the moms out there.
For sure.
And the more I have conversations with mothers, the more I realize y'all are really the real heroes in society. You don't get given enough flowers, so I'm glad that Selvi could do that as well as Faroza.
Yeah, no, completely. I think this country owes our moms and our gogos a debt of gratitude. Mark Gavin saying, good morning, Expresso show. To be honest, there is no any special word that describes the love or greatness of my mom, Sylvia Sylvester. But if you really want to know, then I would say that the Creator has put the paradise under her feet. You can imagine how great she is. I love that.
That is beautiful.
Very, very sweet. Well, you've got your coffee. I think you need some rich conversation to follow.
Thank you
I'm going to
very
send you on
much.
your way to go and kickstart that one. And we're going to delve a little deeper into these warm and fuzzy feelings. I absolutely love this. Lula Ma saying, good morning, Expresso family. My life was changed by my grandmother. When I thought everything was against me, she showed me the light. And sometimes you need that person just to be that true north. When everything is dark, they will be that light for you. Please send us some voice notes. Share the love with us this morning. Who is that special woman, that matriarch, that woman who has made all the difference at a critical moment in your life? We'd love to hear from you. Well, we have the pleasure of being surrounded by incredible women in this space, so we're going to start a conversation right now.
Oh, just a disclaimer before we get into this conversation that, of course, it contains just topics around domestic violence. So if you are sensitive around that, do be aware of it. And also be aware that viewer discretion is advised. So if you or someone you know is affected, there is help also that we can provide. So please call the Domestic Violence Helpline, and that is at 0800 150 150. But it is Women's Month, and we're celebrating a woman making waves on Book Talk. And if you're wondering what Book Talk is, well, we'll delve right into it. Meet Siobhan Balmer, a.k.a. Madam Cupcake, the heart behind the Mzansi Cupcake movement. So what began as a gentle stream of book recommendations, supportive posts, and author shout-outs has blossomed into a global ripple effect. Now, Siobhan's platform celebrates South African literature, local small businesses, but also mental health, personal growth, and the healing of the power of storytelling. Now listen to her motto, all right? Every shelf deserves a sprinkle of glitter, and every story deserves a chance to be told. So please help me in giving her a feel-good welcome. Siobhan, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here, and happy Women's Month
To you as well.
Like I did mention a little bit earlier, we've got quite a far way to go, but I think we've made some great progress in South Africa.
No, we definitely have.
Yeah,
but
and
there's
thank you
always
for
room
being
for
part of it.
improvement.
Thank you, and that is part of what you do as well. So let's get into the name Madam Cupcake. It really is something that you cannot forget. Where did this stem from?
It actually started as a joke.
Okay.
I did a video for rating different genres, and one of the genres is the spice genre, and the algorithm actually blocks the chili icon. So I sat there thinking, there's a whole bunch of authors that are continuously going to get blocked by this algorithm. How are we going to get their stories out there? And that's where I thought Nando's can come to the rescue. We can actually rate their books accordingly to the Nando's flavor scale, and it's a chili. And then one of the cupcakes asked me to put it into practice in a video by using my books. So I did. And as a joke, I said, "Morning, my Mzansi cupcakes, it's Madam Cupcake." And it sort of just stuck from there.
Even the way you say it, I'm like, yes, you actually are more than welcome to call yourself that. I think let's give people context as to Book Talk, what this means, and when you say algorithm, which app are you referring to, etc. What is Book Talk?
So Book Talk is a community within TikTok that celebrates books. It started off purely just readers reviewing books, but it's grown into something so much more. And it's also become a powerful platform for independent authors who don't necessarily have a publishing house behind them to be able to get eyes on their work.
Right.
So that's Book Talk, but it started becoming very scary. Because usually something starts in a good place with good intentions and then it goes, and that's exactly what happened with Book Talk. And that's where I thought, no, if I could bring a small change, it would be that my space within Book Talk is safe. And all could come as they are and who they are and share without fear of judgment.
That is beautiful. And thank you for creating that safe space.
Thank you.
Because that's what you think. You'd go online and think that okay, I'm around my people, but sometimes that's not always the case. You know?
It's not. And I think it's the mom in me that came out because I'm a mom of 2 girls and I don't ever want them to feel afraid to share their thoughts.
Right.
We were talking about improvements going forth, and I think one of the improvements of society is to make space for a woman's voice.
Yes, and thankfully your voice is heard, Madam Cupcake. So let's talk about this movement that you've also created, blending together such beautiful things like literature and mental health that I mentioned a bit earlier. What is it about that you do, and when do you see it sort of gaining momentum into something bigger?
So, to me, with my journey, writing has been a very big part in my healing journey. It was within therapy that I found my ability to be able to write with using creative writing. It helped me to really process the emotion that I was going through, but in such a way that, not to detach, but you could let go. Yeah, observe and let go. Letting go is a very important process of healing. And I just invited people to be in the space with me, and healing journey is a journey and people are in different parts in that journey, and I wanted to just invite people to be open of where they are so that we could support one another. And it wasn't until I got a message from quite a larger US creator DMing me, which is direct messaging, to ask if my permission, if they may do something similar in USA with what the Mzansi Cupcakes are doing. To which I was like, firstly, no one owns kindness. Kindness is freely given.
Wow.
But yes, please do. The only thing I ask is if you can just choose a different sweet treat, because the platforms are really built to uplift UK and USA voices, and I wanted a very distinctive space for South African voices because we very much deserve to be heard.
Yeah. I love that you've also mentioned Cupcake, because on the streets we also low-key call our president Cupcake.
That's what. It's a friendly it's a happy synonym within the South African community.
Right, exactly.
So it wasn't too big of a jump.
Yeah.
For people to have a happy association to the sweet
cupcakes,
treats.
Exactly. And also we are South African, we love a sweet treat. But let's get into talking about maybe the importance of kindness in the online space. We've seen a lot. Like you said, started maybe as something quite pleasant, sometimes turns into the complete opposite. So why do you think it is so important to lead with kindness?
I think leading with an example is very important, but apart from that, I believe very, very strongly in treat others how you want to be treated.
Yeah.
And I believe if we all sow a little bit of kindness into everyone's day, and it's sometimes very small gestures, you don't know what that smile might mean for someone in that point in time. It might just be the difference of changing that person's course, of them deciding to not want to be here anymore to still wanting to be here. So kindness, I think, is very overlooked, but is one of the most powerful things us as humans can do to one another.
I think that spirit of Ubuntu definitely carries across as well. And like you said, as South African as we can be, I know that you are also a survivor of domestic violence too, which you also bring across in the work that you do. So thank you for being brave enough to step forward, and that you're also going to read an excerpt as part of your book. So if you can please do that for us, we would love to hear.
Okay, so I thought I would give Expresso an exclusive to a work in progress that I'm busy with.
Wow. First of all, that book is amazing. Where do I get my hands on some of those?
This was a gift by a work colleague.
Wow.
So Melvin, it's online. So this is an extract from what I'm writing as a tandem read. It's Shadow Veil and Fire Forged, and very interesting concepts of what I'm trying to bring across in it. But let's delve into this one and then I'll explain. Hades shrugged, a trace of mockery curling in his tone. If Zeus handed out titles to every daughter he scattered across the realms, Olympus would sink under the weight of their names. She gave him a sharp look, but he went on, his eyes fixed on the darkness behind the garden. But pawns, he said, can become queens. Heroes do not always become kings. Persephone stilled. The smallest piece in the game, Hades continued, more slowly. It can continue slowly, quietly, until it reaches the other side. Then it changes. It can then become the most powerful piece on the board. Her mouth twitched, not a smile. And how often do you think the gods let a pawn live long enough to reach the other side? He glanced at her, gaze cool and deliberate. That's the difference. The gods play the game, the queens break it.
Sure.
And what is so profound about that is that it wasn't until I decided to break my abuser's game and step out of the game and set my own rules that things started to change in my life. And it's about stepping towards your voice. And I write because I know what it's like, feels like to lose your voice and to lose your sense of identity and not know who you are. So I understand those tears that are cried in those silent moments and in the dark and being afraid. But if you take that step and you go towards the light, it is so worth it.
Thank you so much for sharing this morning. I know that you have touched so many people right now by your words, by your story, and by the movement that you've created online. A safe space for many people to experience a bit of kindness, a bit of love, and also knowing that they are not alone. So Shavana, thank you for your voice. And if you too need some help, some assistance, of course you can find Shavana online, Madam Cupcakes, if you will. Otherwise, remember that number to dial is 0800 150 150. That is the hotline for all those that need some help when it comes to domestic violence. Thank you once again for sharing.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for leading us through that conversation. I am buzzing for this young man and the opportunity that he has created around him. AJ Licks in the house, buddy. You've got to replicate that hardcore face, dude. You can't look this sweet and nice. There we go. No, there's a reason why I start doing the biggie dance whenever your flow kicks in, dude. There is just something just so beautiful and natural about the way this man does his business, and he is here to release some new music. We are so glad that you are back in the game, kid. We will bring you that and a beautiful chat after this.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this Monday morning. Welcome to Expresso on S3. Now, we've just wrapped up 1 hour. We have 2 more to go, so let's get kick-started with your 7 o'clock news just before we approach the hour. In your national news headlines, Professor Feroz Kachalia was sworn in as South Africa's new Minister of Police on Friday, following the leave of absence granted to Senzo Mqunu. Now, his appointment coincides with a commission of inquiry into explosive claims by KZN's police commissioner, alleging law enforcement has been infiltrated by criminal syndicates. Now, President Ramaphosa acknowledged the confusion around having 2 ministers in one portfolio, but said it would be resolved within months. Now, the commission, led by Acting Deputy Chief Justice Mbuyiseli Mdlanga, is expected to report within 3 months. In other news in the country, President Cyril Ramaphosa says South Africa remains committed to resolving the tariff dispute with the United States after the U.S. imposed a 30% duty on South African goods. Now, speaking at the Union buildings, the president confirmed that negotiations are ongoing and that a proposal has been tabled. Now, government is also preparing a support package for local industries hit hardest by the tariff. The strategy includes sector-based negotiations and trade diversification. Now, the U.S. hike is part of a broader global tariff changes affecting several nations. Let's take a look at your international news-making headlines, where tens of thousands marched across Sydney Harbour Bridge yesterday in a pro-Palestinian protest hailed by organisers as historic. Now, torrential rain didn't deter families and activists, including Julian Assange, federal MP Ed Husick, and former New South Wales Premier Bob Carr. Now, chants for ceasefires echoed across the iconic bridge, last closed for World Pride in 2023. Now, the peaceful protest was authorized just 1 day prior by court order. Mid-March, police texted participants to pause and turn back, citing public safety concerns. Meanwhile, Lesotho's trade minister says a reduced 15% tariff on textile exports to the U.S. may still cripple the industry. Now, the new rate, down from a proposed 50%, is part of a U.S. executive order affecting dozens of nations. Now, Lesotho's textile industry employs 40,000 people and was largely built on duty-free access under AGOA. Minister Mokhethi Shelile says the current tariff won't help compete with neighbors like Kenya and Eswatini. Now, job losses continue as U.S. buyers cancel orders and manufacturers seek alternate markets. Now, closing up with this story in the latest documentary, Parenthood, 99-year-old Sir David Attenborough delivers one of his most tender and powerful tales yet, of parents in the wild who give their all and sometimes even their lives. Now, deep in Namibia, African social spider mums raise their babies with unwavering care, only to become their final meal in an astonishing act of self-sacrifice called matrophagy. It's gutting, awe-inspiring, and oddly beautiful. Now, from frogs scaling treetops with tadpoles on their backs to orangutans teaching their young for a decade, this series is nature's love story in its purest form. With sweeping music, breathtaking shots, and Sir David's ageless voice, Parenthood stirs the heart and reminds us that in every species, love certainly is survival. That is where we close your 7 o'clock news with a bit of a heartwarming story. Let's get into some sports with Graham.
And now we see which apex predators have made it into the semi-finals. It's that time. The MTN8 holders, Orlando Pirates, they'll face Mamelodi Sundowns in a blockbuster semi-final, while Sekhukhune United, they take on last year's runners-up Stellenbosch. And that's a little bit later this month. So Pirates, they beat Polokwane City 2-0 to book their place and chase a record 4th straight title. That as Sundowns cruise past Richards Bay 4-0 to send a message there. Then Sekhukhune and Stellenbosch, they staged dramatic comeback wins over TS Galaxy and AmaZulu respectively to complete the final 4, and it is very strong. Now let's get on to rugby. And speaking of strength, the Springbok women, they had it all in every department. They powered to a 41-24 win over New Zealand's Black Ferns 15 at the Athlone Stadium. Now levelling the series 1-1 in front of a very spirited Cape Town crowd. Thank you for showing up. And they dominated up front. The Boks capitalised on their physical pack to bounce back from last week's narrow loss, now building some necessary momentum just 20 days out from the Rugby World Cup in England. Well done, ladies. Now, we've also got the matter of the Curry Cup exploding onto our screens. The Griquas, they staged a stunning comeback to beat the Boland Cavaliers 48-39 in Kimberley, overturning a major halftime deficit in so doing. Meanwhile, the Bulls, they delivered a statement, 64-0 thrashing of the Sharks at Loftus. And then the Lions, they notched up their second consecutive bonus point win, downing Western Province 40-19 in Johannesburg in a dominant Curry Cup weekend. Now let's turn to motorsport, and it was thrills aplenty yesterday. Lando Norris clinched a dramatic Hungarian Grand Prix win, holding off McLaren teammate Oscar Piastri by just 0.698 seconds to cut that championship gap to 9 points now. So switching from a two-stop to one-stop strategy clearly paid off. Norris securing his first Hamburger win in the McLaren's 200th overall victory as well. So quite a momentous one. The 25-year-old avenging his 2024 team orders defeat as well, claiming his 5th career win in the race's 40th edition. So many threads coming together for a momentous motorsporting weekend. That's where we leave our sport for now. We'll touch on those headlines at around 8 o'clock. Let's see how the roads are looking at this early stage.
Well, let's check in with your roads this morning. Out in Cape Town in Athlone, the traffic lights are out at Jakes Carville Drive North. So please do be vigilant and treat that intersection as a four-way stop. Now in Joburg and Vlakfontein, there is congestion on the N1 northbound between Muskhand Interchange as well as Golden Highway. So if you're headed out either way, do expect some delays and of course drive with patience as you take to the roads this Monday morning. That's where we leave that for now. Let's get into your weather. Well, the South African Weather Service has issued yellow level 1 warnings for damaging waves and interior winds. Disruptive waves are expected between Saldanha Bay and Cape Agulhas, spreading to Alexander Bay and Plettenberg Bay tomorrow. Now, strong winds are also forecast over the central northern Cape and the central Karoo, posing fire risks, structural hazards and travel disruptions. Now, extremely high fire danger conditions are expected in parts of the western, northern and eastern Cape. Residents are urged to take the necessary precautions. For now, though, let's get into that sunrise view of this hour. Now, we've heard from Cape Town, but then Belito said, let me come through and show you what a sunrise view looks like. Serena, thank you so much for stiffening the competition there. This is absolutely breathtaking. The birds are just, literally parallel above one another and then in line with the line of the ocean. The sun coming on over. I'm literally lost for words. It definitely is one of the best sunrise views that I've ever seen. And Belito, you always are going to be famous. Serena, thank you for that. 25 degrees is what you can expect on your side of town. A beautiful bit of weather to, of course, congratulate you for a beautiful morning view. 0630369649 is how you get in touch with us with your morning views. For now, though, let's see what the rest of the country can expect when it comes to your temperatures.
Whether we rely on our weather people so much. So thank you for doing the work that you do. But do we really need to be rolling with a 1% and a 99%? Surely we can just call it like no chance or all the
chances. Also 28 degrees for Uppies. Man, I wish I was there right now.
Uppies for president.
Oh, please, I'd vote for you.
I think you really do wish you were there right now because you're going to be doing some powerlifting in just a moment. I'm going to be chatting to AJ Licks, doing something really sedate and nice over here, while Carissa tries her hand at powerlifting.
Oh,
because Western Province is clearly the plug-in.
I'm telling you, Nathan and Crystal, please be kind to me. He said something easy, something like 70 degrees.
70
You see,
degrees, yeah, no, that's
I
perfect.
don't even know what 70 kilograms is what we're working with as a starting point. So please wish me luck. I would say join me, but at least send me energy.
I almost asked you how much you weighed. Okay, not anywhere close to that.
No,
nowhere
35,
near that.
35 degrees.
Okay, we be deadlifting after this. We'll see now.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're going to feel the power in just a moment. South African powerlifters Nathan Michael Steyn and Crystal Joy Kannemeyer made headlines in Germany, breaking African and personal records at the World Open Classic Powerlifting Championships. And their success comes at a landmark moment as well, with Western Province Powerlifting now officially part of the Western Cape Sports Confederation. So they've gotten dressed up for this one, with Cape Town set to host the World Masters Championships this October. The local scene is clearly surging, and we are joined in studio by Nathan and Crystal to chat about records, representation, and what's next for this incredible powerlifting power couple, because there is a lot going on in this space. Guys, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Oh man, I can feel the weight on your shoulders. No, I can't actually, because the weights that you carry on your shoulders are just ridiculous. The notion of powerlifting is amazing to me, because you guys go into every one of these competitions knowing that you're going to do more than you've ever been able to do before.
We try to.
We try, but there is this expectation that exists on your shoulders, and it's all boils down to you in those moments. So talk us through the moments that shone in Germany. How did this team put it all together?
Wow, it was absolutely amazing. I went in there just wanting to do my best. There was a mix of excitement and immense pride to be able to wear the Protea on my chest. And being able to break 5 records was just absolutely amazing.
How? What happens? Is it a button that gets pushed? Is it a motto that you lean into? Is it a memory? Is it your...
Beast mode.
Yeah, I was going to say, how do you... Because 5 on one day, that's a rich vein of form, let's call it.
Yeah, no, it was absolutely amazing, and the support that we had from the team, the head coach, Megan Layton, she was absolutely amazing. The South African Powerlifting Federation, EXCO, that put in all the work to get us there.
Kudos.
And I mean, it's a thankless job. Nathan, if you can maybe add?
Yeah, so for me it was just a culmination of all the work that we had done over the last, say, year and a half. Because for me, like, I broke an African squat record, and I broke it twice, I think, with my second attempt. And especially after everything that I went through last year with nationals, like, I bombed out at nationals last year because my squats were deemed too high. So I was disqualified, basically, and that really pushed me to do my best and to just recover and just put my head down and just work hard. So it was absolutely amazing to achieve that at a world stage.
How do you bounce back from something like that? Because the margins are so
It was really difficult. I remember like bursting out crying after I was disqualified on the squat because it was just a surge of emotion, and you know, you work so hard and you just can't understand how this happened, but it all just came together so beautifully at World Opens in Germany, and we had an exceptional team, like Crystal said. The support was absolutely amazing from home. It was just a dream come true,
200.
honestly. 200 kg, yeah. So I actually lifted 205 kg. I did 205 at nationals, and that was my best lift to date.
How much do you weigh, if you don't mind me asking?
I was in the 66 kg
Oh,
weight
get
class.
out, man.
Yeah,
Just get out. How is that even physically possible?
You need to see some of those other guys, eh? So it's amazing.
And still humble.
Yeah, no. Everybody there is actually so humble. The people, our fellow competitors, they all just have normal working jobs, and yeah.
Well, they get it, because like you, it's not a fully professional sport. And as much as there are some support structures, and we know that the Proteas badge comes with a fraternity around it and a network and, a lot of this is your own steam. When you say you've put the work in, how much work has to go in? Because this is an equal equation, isn't it? Work in, work out. You can't cut corners with powerlifting.
No, you can't. You can't. So I know Nathan's training days is a bit more than mine. I train 4 times a week for about 2 to 2.5 hours a day. Also, our eating needs to be on point because you need to make weight. If you do not make weight, you are unfortunately disqualified.
Will you join us in the kitchen to show us how it's done? Please,
Sure.
just a little bit.
Yeah, well, I'm supposed to be cutting, so
Oh, really?
it depends what's in the kitchen.
Hey, well, listen, it's your kitchen today. We'll do whatever we need to do, baby.
You're
We'll
probably
up
not
the
going to want
protein.
it. Yeah.
In these moments, because as much as you've got the team energy and you know you're backing your country, so I know that comes with a very special surge of power in itself, but ultimately it's just you.
Yeah.
It's just you and a really heavy bar.
Yeah.
What goes through your mind, Crystal? Is it a practiced process? Is it something that you tap into on the inside? What does that moment feel like and look like for you?
Absolutely. So when they call you onto the platform, when they tell you bar is loaded, you go into the zone. Yeah.
Yo.
It's like a switch goes off. It's just you and the bar.
For me, I call it Eye of the Tiger. That's when
wow.
Is it not terrifyingly dangerous to do these things? Because you're dealing with tendons and muscle tissue that does have a limit, as much as your minds clearly don't. Nathan, is there any fear when you're in that space, or how do you protect yourself?
So I think with all the prep that we do, right, week in, week out, I mean, I train 5 days a week. We also try to take care of our bodies as much as possible. Shout out to our physio in Century City. So we really spend a lot of time looking after our bodies as well. So besides the training, we also have equipment that, you know, that kind of like helps us just to keep a strong brace when we do squat especially. But it's all technique.
And you've also got 5 people standing around to carry the weight that you are carrying individually.
Oh, yes, 100%.
I'll talk about representation, the most powerful thread in sport at the moment. And you can call me on that. I don't care. I interview more people than anyone else on this planet. And being able to see yourself represented at a particular level is vital. Now that we are breaking down these doors and Western provinces taking the sport seriously, how much does that mean for young athletes to be able to see themselves represented at the tip of the spear phase of this practice? What do you think this means?
Look, for us now, having actually become full members of the Western Cape Sports Confederation, it means that we are now able to get some funding. There's such a lot of talented young kids from underprivileged areas, and we'd love to tap into that funding to be able to establish development programs for them. They'd then be able to get through to SA Nationals, which is held in Potchefstroom every year, and it's quite expensive. I mean, if you have to travel from Cape Town.
Just book one plane ticket anywhere right now to get an understanding of just that alone.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. And then also the World Sub-Junior and Junior the World Sub-Junior and Junior Championships 2026 will actually be held in Sun City next year. So that would be great if we can get a lot of sub-junior and junior athletes from Western Cape to Worlds.
South Africa is the strongest woman. We know this in the world. We have lent on their shoulders and their backs for far too long. Now those shoulders and backs are lifting 200 kilograms. I want to ask from a Women's Month perspective, for young girls in particular, and Nathan, I will give you one last chance, my brother, but I kind of get that there is something beyond just the sporting achievement in this space, that this has got to be unbelievably empowering for a young athlete to do. What advice do you have for young female powerlifters, or those that might not even understand what the sport is about, to maybe look at this as their lane to express themselves, to find themselves?
No, 100%, 100%. We're definitely looking at growing the sport, in particularly with young girls. I know girls are a little bit afraid. They think the sport is very, what's the word I'm looking for? Intimidating. And it's a sport for boys or men. It's not. The sport is going to teach you discipline. It's going to give you confidence. And it's going to shine through in all aspects of their lives.
And you get your tribe around you, your crew. How much do you bench press?
Me? At the 90 kilos.
Hey, 90.
Don't give too much away, Crystal.
90
No,
kilos.
it's not a competition, Nathan. Just relax. Oh,
No, she's got an amazing. She's the bench queen. She's the bench queen for
I was trying to remember at what stage of my own physical journey I let go of 90 kilograms, how long ago that was. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love the way that you embrace. Okay, so who would you say is stronger between the men and the women within this powerlifting set, if we had to go pound for pound?
That's a really difficult question, but I think Nicole, our chairperson of the Western Cape, she is actually the strongest athlete in South Africa.
South Africa.
Yeah, so she took overalls at Nationals in March. So she is absolutely amazing. She's smashing it. She made it into Flight A, I think, for the World Open Championships.
And that's top
tier. So she is an amazing representative for our sport. And for the Western Cape in particular.
Think about that the next time you say hit like a girl, okay? Please, I want you to think about that. Okay, I mentioned my Get in the Mood music, Eye of the Tiger. What gets you into the zone?
My song. I think myself and Nathan, we share the
same song. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's actually a gospel song.
Yeah, Psalm 23.
So not only are you just hardcore and world-beating, but you're also sweet and wholesome and lovely as well. I love it. Don't hold back. I want you to check the sweet and wholesome aside now, because my very able colleague, my work wife, is taking one for the team this morning. Please go gentle on her. I kind of need her for the rest of the show. Okay. But Carissa is going to be taking us through a powerlifting workout in just a moment. Can we get one last resounding round of applause for these champions? Record breakers all round.
Thank you so much.
Well done.
Thank you.
Oh man, it's a Champions Monday and I've got my beast mode on, but I'm going to keep you waiting for just a little bit longer because we want to turn our eyes to our handy heroes, and we're rolling into Chamberlain Waterkloof out in Pretoria this time around. Now this team doesn't pick up a brush until one key principle is locked in, and that is preparation is everything. Now their paint of choice, well, it's Plascon Micatex. It's durable, it's reliable, and it's DIY approved. So let's discover their secret to a flawless finish and the motto that keeps every project built to last.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy heroes come from Chamberlain's Waterkloof in Pretoria.
The store opened in 1976, just before the 1980s industrial boom. It's one of our smaller stores, so not a mega store, but we are quite busy. What makes me proud about this store is just the knowledge that goes around. All our staff go to training, and we are experts in our field. If we don't know something, we find out. And also we've got some colleagues here that have been working here in the early 90s, 80s, before that. So it's like a big family that's working under this roof. Who are my customers? Basically, they're family. We see them every day. We give them coffee, we sit down, we drink coffee with them, talk about their building sites. Yeah, it's like being one of our family members. What I love about our customers is their loyal support. They come to us every day. Even if we can't supply them with something, we at least try to. What makes this the best hardware store to buy Plascon at is our availability of stock and the wide range that we have. We can tint a multiple of colors to any range in Plascon. What is my favorite Plascon product and why? It has to be the Micatex, the attractable colors that they've got in the range, the price point, and just the quality of the product. It's also been in the market for so many years. Customers know it. They come ask for it daily. A DIY tip that I might have is to do your preparation. Spend time on your preparation before you start painting. And my DIY motto would be, prevention is better than cure.
Today's Handy Heroes is powered by Plascon Wall and All. Unmatched dirt, stain, water and fade resistance to keep your walls beautiful for years. Plascon, together We've got this.
Well, I definitely needed that reminder that I've got this as I anticipate everything that lies below me. But thank you to our handy heroes for time and time again, making sure we're ready with those DIYs.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so I just tried to pick up the bar without any weights on it, and I couldn't. But you're going to be fine, though. You're the stronger one out of us. No, you got this, girl. I'll be your hype man, and then I'll make you breakfast. I'll make a protein-rich bowl for you afterwards.
All right, well, there. It's worth it.
Show
I'll
the
do
guns.
it.
Show the guns. Come on, just whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. I hope you are ready. Yes, she is going to... Don't laugh. That's what I asked you not to do, guys. Come on. No, ain't nobody laughing. We've got powerlifting, I think, masterclass on the way after this. You got this, girl.
Thank you.
She looks a little bit nervous.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Seeing as we're on a powerlifting tip at the moment, maybe you were wondering what powerlifters eat to fuel their strength. I would imagine a lot. But it's not just stacks of pancakes or greasy bacon, as we see in the movies. It's clean, high-protein meals that support muscle recovery and all-day energy. You can even hear the metal clunking around us as we prepare hundreds of kilograms worth of weight for Carissa to try her hand at powerlifting. And we're going to make a breakfast bowl that's loaded with flavor, packed with protein, and built to keep you full and focused. And the QR code is there for you to cook along or compile along, because we are compiling. There's
And
not
also
a
the
huge amount
same
going
prayers.
on. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay, okay? They honestly look like two of the strongest human beings I think I've ever seen.
I was just looking at their legs, and oh my gosh, and now we can really see their legs.
I know, and Crystal is like power. She's the bench press queen, hey?
Of course
90
she is.
kilograms.
I mean, I'm
she
happy
can
for
bench.
her.
Oh, no, I'm happy for you because you're a warrior.
Yes,
you're
I am.
a warrior,
Yes,
girl.
I am.
And
I'm a warrior.
you're awesome in the
I'm a
kitchen. So we
warrior.
are making a bowl. So you can see the end result here.
It looks beautiful.
We have got so many beautiful proteins and great fiber and healthy fats going into this. But you've got to get, I would imagine, as a powerlifter, a lot in. Of those bulk up phases when I've been training. But you've got to keep it clean because of the volume that you're taking in. You really are taking this on board,
I'm
eh?
absorbing everything.
I like the fact.
I've got some quinoa, I've got some eggs.
I know. It's the simplest things that are the most confusing. So there isn't a huge amount that goes into this. I see you've taken my trademark mini whisk. Okay. And it's awesome, eh?
Trying to channel you, Graham.
Don't
especially when
overwork
lifting.
your
Don't overwork the
tendons.
eggs.
No, I mean, because you've still got weightlifting to do. You've got powerlifting to do now.
This is the warm-up. What do you mean?
Exactly. Getting the heart rate up. Are you a scramble, an omelette, a fried?
All of the above.
Exactly.
A boiled. I love an egg. I love her in every form. She is versatile. But I think this one has extra egg whites in it as well.
Oh, very nice, because we can up the protein. And obviously, you've got different fats. And, I mean, we've shifted away from the relationship between eggs and cholesterol, thankfully. And the watchword, and bearing in mind we interview thousands upon thousands of nutritionists and amazing kind of course setters within the nutritional base, and eggs are great.
They're so good
eggs
for
are
you.
so good for you.
It's a
They
clean
are
protein.
Yeah, completely. They are packed with all the right kind of proteins, the right kind of fats. I absolutely love them. Eggy, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your love just hypnotize me. That's the Eggy song we sing. Okay, we've let go of the mac and cheese song.
Okay, so maybe Eggy is my workout playlist. You know what I mean?
Just to get you in the vibe, okay? And that's, we've got AJ Licks in the house, and he's got that biggie kind of flavor today. You just can't help but do the little bop, the little two-step. It just kicks in, man. So maybe that's the theme of the day. I like your style with your scrambled eggs.
Thanks.
No, I like it. I like it. It's the fold and twist.
It's the fold. Yeah, that's the official name.
No, I'm also very similar in that sense, and I quite like.
I don't like to overcook my eggs.
Really, I was about to say exactly the opposite. With my scrambled eggs, I always get shouted at because I overdo it.
Oh, come on, Gray.
But you know what it is?
Disappointing.
It's not so much my lack of culinary skills; it's my lack of attention span.
Oh, okay.
Because I'll get to that critical phase of, and then I'll turn to the toast or something like that, and then come back, and then we've got a solid mountain of scrambled egg that's not so scrambled. It looks more like a pie of some kind.
Turn it off.
But that looks beautiful.
Residual heat will cook it away.
There we go. And now we just compile. So, I mean, you can compile visually. Yeah, we get half and half.
Okay.
We've got our baby spinach, which, again, we haven't cooked out the green. And I think...
It's very vibrant.
Can you scrape it off with your fork? I don't want to...
Teamwork. We've got some beans
as
well. I don't know how many beans.
As many as you like, because you are eating. And I think once you start eating along these lines, eating for output, you'll start to understand when you've got the requisite energy or not.
Right.
But remember, a lot of this is putting back into the body what you've taken out.
Yeah.
You don't need to eat preemptively for things. No amount of food is going to make you a better powerlifter, a better marathon athlete. That's your body and your training and your strength.
Okay.
Your nutrition is there to just feed you a little bit of energy. It's not going to make you better at anything preemptively. So we need to let go of this notion that if we've missed a meal or we are dead in the water.
That's what it feels like sometimes.
We be intermittent fasting a lot, and it's okay. That looks amazing.
Eggs for you.
I like that. And then texture is vitally important for me, and I think the spring onions help so much in that regard.
Yes, I'll put it on top of the eggs.
I want to try and get the whole spread
I like this. It's kind of like fuel is food. Food is fuel.
Very much so. And I kind of have shifted into kind of my animal proteins being my kind of food for my muscles and all the stuff that you need to grow and build. And then my plants are kind of like my medicine.
Oh,
they're great flavor, but they push
buttons
buttons in your body. They get, sometimes it's not necessarily a positive button. You might be, you know, you often eat healthily thinking that you're just getting only health benefits, but often it's starving your body of something which makes you cut or whatever. So it's not necessarily just nutritional, it's medicinal, and plants are magic in that sense. So lean into that, but that looks
amazing. I would just put a squeeze of lemon and then we're good to go.
Oh, 100%. I might even give it a little thing of olive oil, because I love olive oil, especially with tomatoes. Olive oil and tomato go really well together, have anti-inflammatory. That is gold from an anti-inflammatory perspective. And that's also a good thing to think about if you are training high volume, if you're putting your muscles through a lot and there's a lot of inflammation, your diet can help with that inflammation above all else. And of course, you can scan the QR code and compile your own breakfast. Okay.
Beautiful. It's stunning.
Do you eat before you powerlift?
I'm too scared to. I don't know. Is it going to come up if I eat it?
I'm going to have a little taste.
Okay, you have a taste.
I think you'll be all right. Have a little taste.
I'll have some eggs.
Okay, and then get yourself into the mode. I'm going to get some quinoa as well and a bit of a feta.
That's good.
Oh,
Could do with some hot sauce, and then we're good to go. All right. Okay. Speaking about hot sauce.
Look at me in the eyes. You got this.
I got this.
You're going to go and smash this. Come on, girl. She really does have this. There's nothing she cannot do. This is amazing. This ticks every box. There's textural elements to it. You've got so many good fats. You've got the good fiber, and you've got the protein that you need. If you're going to be putting your muscles through a lot, you need to feed back in, and you can scan the QR code and cook along with us, and we'll do that with as many of our recipes as we can, so you can engage and cook in real time. And then, as always, show us the video, please. We want to see the pictures. We want to see how you nail it in your kitchen at home. But here it is, our beautiful power bowl ahead of our power lift. Carissa, you've got this, girl.
I do. I just gave myself a round of applause to get into beast mode. Now, you've seen them break records, all right? Now we got to watch them break it down. And I'm not talking about dancing. I'm talking about our South African powerlifters, Nathan, as well as Crystal Joy, that's still in the building with us. They're in studio to demo big 3 compound lifts. Now, the squat, the bench press and the deadlift are all coming together beautifully. From perfect form to injury prevention, they're sharing top tips to help us lift heavier, move safer, and also train smarter. So if you're a beginner like me or just looking to improve your game a little bit, this is where you've come to the right place. Hello, guys.
Hi there.
I did speak to Nathan outside. Be kind. All right, what are we doing today and where do we begin?
So we're going to just do a quick demo on the squat.
Okay, cool.
As you can see, it's very, very lightweight. It's not
So light.
It's not 200 kg, so we're keeping it quite simple today. So Crystal's going to give the commands that you will typically expect in a competition, and yeah, we'll just take you through it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's not just a matter of squatting, benching, and deadlift. You have to wait for specific commands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Squat. Rack. So that would be a good
Oh
lift.
my gosh, I feel like that deserves a round of applause.
So just add a couple of kgs onto that.
Wow.
This is
So
normally warm up.
is
This is normally warm up with
70. This is what you warm up with.
Yeah.
And then remind us, what do you guys usually squat with? Or
So usually on a program, if you basically moving towards competition and you're peaking, then you start going towards like 90% of your estimated 1 rep max.
Okay.
So for me, my estimated 1 rep max at the moment is 210 kgs. So as I go closer to Master Worlds, we will be working towards that number.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about you? Crystal, where are we sitting?
With what?
With how heavy you
With the
can...
squats.
It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
So my estimated 1 rep max is obviously lighter than Nathan's. But we have the same coach, so we
work towards
we
the
work
same sort
towards
of goals.
exactly the same goal.
Hectic. And which goal am I working towards?
I think
You want to start with
the bar.
With
the bar. I agree. Let's raise the bar.
So the bar is 20 kgs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. That sounds doable.
So
I mean, the way you guys just lift that off, it's like it weighs nothing.
let's see.
Ooh,
Oopsie. Are you okay?
Careful.
Let's see you.
My height.
I think it's. But
It's the same.
About the same, eh? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you can get under
I've
the
never
bar.
done
Have
this
you squatted before?
Squatted like this, yeah. not
Okay, so
squatted
then
with
yeah,
it.
it's
Okay,
basically we'll check your
spot.
form.
Okay, thank you. Do I wait for your commands?
Yes. Well, no, we didn't have to.
Okay, how do I hold it? I just grab it?
So you can get what's comfortable for you, just to kind of like nicely hold the bar in place. So you want to kind of like lock in your lats just to make sure that the bar is stable.
Okay.
Yeah. So once you go under the bar.
No,
You have to guide me.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to also check your shoulder mobility. So for me, I normally grip over here.
Okay.
And I'll go underneath the bar
Okay.
and get tight. So you'll have to check your...
Oh, maybe
what's
I'll
That
just
would
do
be
the
too
same.
narrow.
Okay,
And remember,
so
there's
I'm
different
here.
squats as well. You can high bar squat
Like
all
that?
over. Yeah, so that's high bar if
That-
you prefer
that's-
doing high
that's
bar.
I don't know what I prefer. I've never done this before.
Let's just
That's
go.
actually perfect.
Okay, and then I
And then
just
you
lift
take
it
a
off.
nice. So what you
Nice
want to do
brace.
is take a nice big brace so that you engage your abdominals.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
And then lift it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you're ready, yeah.
That's it.
I'm a little bit unstable.
And then you come a
Step
little bit
back.
back.
Okay.
And
Okay,
then just make
that's a
sure
little
that you
too
are.
far.
That's far, but that's
Oh,
fine.
it's too far.
That's fine.
That's a very narrow stance as well.
Okay,
hey?
wider legs.
There we go.
Okay.
Perfect.
And then when you're ready to go, big brace.
And then I'm just squatting with it.
Yeah.
Squat.
There we
Nice.
go. Not too
Okay,
bad. Not too
okay,
bad.
I can
Not too
probably do
bad.
one more.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Big
You want to
brace.
go?
Nice big
This
brace.
was like, okay. Okay.
There we go.
Oh,
And rack.
wrap.
Well done.
It's a wrap, baby. Thank you.
Well
Thank
done,
you to
well
my
done,
audience.
well
Thank
done, well
everybody.
done, well done.
Thank you.
Depth was also not bad.
Okay,
Well done, well
nice.
done.
Okay,
So-
maybe I have a future in powerlifting. I don't know.
Yeah, you can start.
Maybe.
It's Women's Month. Anything's possible.
This is what I'm
Exactly.
saying. Okay.
So we're going
that
to switch
was
to
fun.
bench now, which is Crystal's speciality.
Okay.
So let's get the bench in first, Crystal. Yeah.
Oh, you get the bench this way.
Crystal's the expert when it
Yeah,
comes
so
to
we're gonna
setting
have
this
to-
up. So
This looks so technical. There's so many things to touch and move.
here we go.
Amazing.
All right. So
I think 6.
How long have you
sorry,
guys
sorry,
been
sorry.
doing this for?
I think I'm 6.
for me, 3 years.
Only 3 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Last year was my first national competition.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Nathan, that's so good. How about you, Crystal?
I started back in 2021.
Okay.
And then I took last year off. And then I returned this year.
Amazing. So you started straight after the pandemic. That's wild. The rest of us were still trying to recover from the
That's a lot.
trauma.
Yeah, yeah.
You were lifting 100 kilograms.
Hey, she's talking to you.
Oh, yes.
Commenting on your incredible resilience.
That was actually what got me into the powerlifting.
Okay.
So, COVID and then wanting to
be strong.
because I picked up a lot of weight during COVID.
As did all of us. It's that banana bread. We don't blame you.
Okay, is that right?
7.
Let's see.
She's just going to do a demo with the bar and then we'll add.
It's a little bit too low, but it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so do you want to give me commands?
Start. Press. Rack. So we're going to add a bit of weight. You want to go one up? One rack height up?
And this belt's around you.
10.
What is this?
So the belt helps you to brace. So when you're bracing against the belt.
Okay.
So it just helps you to get a tighter brace.
Okay.
Keep everything together.
I thought it was holding your organs together. Like that's what
Sometimes
it would be doing for me.
sometimes it feels like that when you're squatting. So.
Okay.
Okay, so now
We're loading some plates because the bar's way too light for Crystal.
Of course.
Yeah. So we're just loading
My
some
girl's
plates.
on that 200. What do you mean?
Okay,
Sure.
bar is loaded for Crystal.
Come on, Crystal, you got this, girl. Okay, I want to
Give me
step out
commands.
your way.
Start. Press. Rack.
Wow! You did that
There you
so
go.
effortlessly. I heard the breathing, though.
Oh, yeah.
The way that plays a part into it is really important.
It's crucial.
Yeah, form is,
Crucial.
I assume, very important because you could injure yourself very quickly doing this.
Yeah.
Have you injured yourself at any point, or you
So
guys pretty
I think
safe?
at our age, you know, when you get to your 40s, a niggle here, I told her earlier, I've got like a little niggle here now.
Yeah.
So it becomes normal. That's why we also try to make sure that we go to our physio.
Of course.
Make sure that the body's taken care of. But
Recovery is
no
key.
serious injuries. No.
Incredible, and also,
Yeah.
like you said, fueling the body is also really important to do.
Absolutely.
Would a bowl like we made earlier be something that you would eat? Some quinoa, some avo, some egg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll definitely try it.
Okay,
Is it still
awesome.
there?
Yeah, I don't know. Graham might have finished that up. Amazing. So that was benching.
So this is bench. Do you want to do a demo on the bench? Or
Oh, Lord,
you'd
what-
rather want to try on the deadlift?
Okay, let's do the
I think the
deadlift.
deadlift might be a little bit easier. Okay.
That's the last one.
That's the last one. So we'll sit up here.
deadlifting. Do you know what? This is actually, it's quite fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. You should join.
I like the breaks in between.
Yeah, that's why our training takes so long.
There you go.
Sheesh. So do you all
put this
move
on?
around with all this equipment, or what?
Put it on this one. Excuse me?
Do you move around with all this equipment?
No, it's just for today.
Oh, okay.
You guys are special, so.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Because I'm just imagining being on the promenade. I feel like that would be the perfect background.
Absolutely. But it's just a lot of weight.
Yeah, it is
So by
a
the
lot.
time you actually need to lift, you'll be so exhausted. Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Okay, Crystal, you gonna go?
Do you want clips?
So with deadlift, it's just a down command. So you can go whenever you want. You've got 1 minute,
Yeah.
and you can, once it starts sticking, you can go.
Do you know what's really interesting? With women, they say that lifting makes you look really bulky, but your body is incredible.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's just a myth, right?
Yeah.
That isn't actually the truth.
Yeah,
No.
no, that's a myth.
No. Down. And that's it.
That's it.
That's the deadlift.
Amazing. I want to try.
Do you want to
Maybe
try
not-
just with the bar?
I mean.
No.
Yes.
Just with the bar? Because
Just the ball.
Okay, no, not with the
Okay,
bar,
maybe-
with these.
yeah.
Okay,
First-
wait, then let
first
me get
feel.
the clips quickly.
Yeah, first feel your way, and then we can.
The way Crystal said no, I was like, okay, she's got faith in me. Let's try something. So this is to stop them from falling off.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, because I felt even with the, what is this thing called? The bar, my balance was a little bit. Okay, so what do? I stand like this?
Yeah, so you can get nice and under the bar.
So I think stance a little bit more closer.
That way, yeah.
Closer?
Yeah, but just check. This is the middle of the ball. So you want to have an equal distance.
Oh, I
from it.
see. Okay. And then I'm holding on the outside here.
Yeah. So basically, just think of yourself as like you wedging against the floor.
Okay.
Just think of like a leg press movement, and basically your arms is just helping you to bring
That's
the bar
like
up.
picking up
So you,
groceries.
but
Yes.
you don't do this.
don't move
Your
Oh.
arms are literally just going to be loose like this, and the
your
bar is
legs
basically hanging on your arms,
Okay.
and you're using your glutes
Yeah.
and your hamstrings and
To
everything
lift.
to.
Okay, so I'm
bring
grabbing
yourself
like
up.
that.
And a nice big
No.
brace.
That's actually
Eh?
An overhand. Don't you want to do an under?
Under.
Yeah,
like
let's do a,
this.
you can do a mixed grip as well
Mixed.
if you want, because sometimes that's a bit easier.
You're saying too many words right
just
now.
Go,
Like
go
this.
for it,
like
go
this.
for it.
This is
Yeah.
what you
And
mean.
a nice big brace
Perfect.
as well.
Okay.
Deep breath.
Deep brace.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Yeah. that was a good start. That was a good
very
start.
good start.
A good
Where's my
effort.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll keep working on this. That was way heavier than I thought it was going to be. But congratulations to both of you.
Thank you
and thank
so
you for repping
much.
South Africa in the best
pleasure.
way. I'll keep on working this. Expresso fam, I hope you're proud of me. Feel good fam, I hope you feel better today. Monday motivation. Okay, let me try one more time and then we'll go to an ad break.
Big brace.
Okay. Whew. Okay, like that. Like this.
Everything nice and tight.
Tight.
Go.
Up. Just think of
Up,
walking,
up,
standing up.
up,
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 up, up, up, up, up, up, up, up, up.
Wow, well
Not
done.
bad. Not bad. You see, you can actually.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. We are yet to connect with our artist of the day, so I'm so chuffed to have him on the couch right now. Joining us is a rising star from the heart of Belhar, Cape Town. AJ Licks is making waves with the very powerful blend of hip-hop, rap, soul, I'm going to call it. And his latest single, Guy Like Me, is more than just music. It's a reflection of struggle, growth and transformation, which makes it so vitally important to connect with this young man right now and find out how he's doing. AJ Licks in the house. Can we get a round of applause for our non-existent studio audience? Thank you, guys. I know, I say that in the hopes that one day we'll have it, because performances like yours, warranted. I'm so glad to see you back in this space, my friend.
It's been a minute being on TV. It's been a minute. I've just been reflecting on life and just like trying to see which direction I needed to go. And music called me back.
The fans are so glad. Listening to the music that you are producing right now, you're on another level. So I think maybe the timing needed to happen like
Needed
this.
to happen like, cause, you know, if we don't like put yourself into your craft, you're gonna stay stagnated and you're gonna regret basically. And regret is a bigger check.
It's nasty, yeah. It'll stay with you on your shoulder for so long, but you get to process through your work, and clearly you've been doing a lot of that. When we talk about turning darkness into light, and that's been a kind of a theme throughout today, the resilience, the power that you can achieve if you get that right. But it means you've got to at some point turn the corner yourself. What was that process like for you?
So for me, like, I was in a dark place, you know. I was just roaming, seeing where life takes me, didn't care, didn't worry about what's gonna happen, what the repercussions or you know, like any bad thing that came to me, I took it with the good basically. And then I just decided, yo, why not just stay positive and just push what you're good at, push what you know you can do, push what people can feel, people can vibe to, people can relate to. And I just put that in my music, and it came out beautiful, basically.
More than beautifully, dude. You know, as soon as someone jumps to Biggie as their first reference, there is an old school flow. There is, I know, a musical dynamic that leads into that, so I get that, but there's something else that's there. A kind of freedom, and I know it's terrifying to perform in front of a crowd, in front of millions of people on TV, but you still, even in your sound checks, there's a flow there that is just amazing. Yeah. When you go into those creative spaces, what is that like for you? Is it a difficult thing? Is it a freeing thing?
Like, the old school heads are my inspirations, you know. The Biggies, the Tupac, the Jay-Z's, the Eminems, the 50s. And the newer cats now, the Kendricks, I'm gonna say Drake as well. But like, when I get into that space and I start writing and I put myself onto the page with my ink, it just shows that this is where you need to be right now, and this is your gift that you have to give to people for, say if people want to get like a little bit of hope in that dark space that they are in, and my music can do that for them, and they can relate towards it. And then,
you know what I call that? The first step. First step towards the light. And at some point, you've got to turn towards the light, and you need someone to help you do that. I want to give a little taste when we talk about new music. I know it never gets old for an artist to hear new music. Can we play just a little bit of a snippet here so that AJ Licks can take us behind the lyrics?
See you later. Now I never say goodbye, I wanna elevate you. Never wanna see you cry, I'm supposed to be a king. People label me a lie. Had my face some type of iron mask and said that I died. But I don't if it's twin. And that's the most up I'm looking in, and I'ma play this game till it breaks. Cause I'm getting the winning, all you haters who don't even know me. If you have to stop on my, let's see if you can get rid of me, I dare you. Try to shoot me out of the sky.
Oh man. I mean, there's a little Tupac in there. When you say you nod to the OGs, there is something beautiful, but that also speaks to the social commentary that hip-hop represents. It's not just about the flashy lifestyle, and that's great that guys can represent and enjoy themselves and get their flowers, so to speak, but there is an underpinning. You grew up in an area that, life will happen on another level in Belhar. How important is it for you, for others, to know that you come from Belhar, and talk us through what that upbringing, that trial by fire has meant for you now that you're out there and preaching in the way that you are?
So my upbringing wasn't that bad because I had loving parents.
You see.
You know? But like the street life and the surrounding areas, people you get in contact with and all of that, they basically steer you away from what you learn at home, because your parents don't know what you do in the streets or when you're outside and going your way. So the way I navigated that was not to follow, but to lead.
Yeah.
And it took me a long while to find my voice, to lead myself, basically to believe in myself, to push through all that adversity and all that drama and all that negativity that comes from people that wants to give you substances and go to parties and just mess up your life and do whatever. And I just decided one day, look, this is you, and what you actually need to do is, like, wake up in the morning, first thing you do is give yourself affirmations, speak to yourself in the mirror, say a prayer if that works to you, whatever religion you are, and that's will
Take
motivate
control.
you definitely.
And then you will be a man, my son. Oh, man. Well, I'm so glad, first of all, that you're highlighting the fact that you stepped away from music. As talented as you are, that you still struggled with your own confidence in that space is mind-blowing to me. But you will see what it means when you push through the fire and you come back with something special. My word, new music from AJ Licks on the way.
And as we build up to that moment, let me make you feel like a winner potentially on this Monday. We want you to Panda Push Up Play Daily Lotto, and that is for an estimated 530,000 Rand jackpot. And you could just win big. That's all I'm saying. Now, buy your tickets in store. Head to nationallottery.co.za. There is the mobile app, and there is also cell phone banking, or simply dial *120 *7529# for all USSD. Now, all these details are on our Expresso social media pages, so please go ahead, check them out. And then Panda Push Up Play Daily Lotto for an estimated 530,000 Rand jackpot. And that is your chance at winning big, over $500,000. I mean, come on, you've got to play now. And then also plug in to the last little bit of your Feel Good Breakfast show. Yes, AJ Licks is still around, and we've got to get into that performance by him. And then, of course, also spotlighting women in technology in South Africa. We can't wait for that in just a little bit. So maybe grab your cup of coffee, grab your oats, and we'll see you straight after this.
Creamy coffee in 3, 2, done. Jacob's 3-in-1. Wunderbar.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we're about to make you feel even better on this Monday morning. Now, you've heard a little bit more about the man behind the music. AJ Licks and the team are behind me to perform their first song. So the stage is all yours.
So when it's never alive, baby.
South Africa.
Tell me what you see.
I go by the name of AJ Licks. This is my new single, Guy Like Me. I hope it's fine to just jam with me. Let's go. Come on.
Tell me what you feel.
Never say goodbye, I wanna elevate you. Never wanna see you cry, I'm supposed to be a king. People label me a lie, had my face some type of iron mask and said that I died. But I don't ever twit, and I'm about to throw my token in, and I'ma play this game till it break. Cause I'm itching to win, and all you haters who don't even know me, I'm about to take flight and see if you can get rid of me. I dare you, try to shoot me out of the sky. Just have one question for you, do you hate that I fly? Cause I am, you see I don't know what we really love it for, faithfully reading the Bible by the God that I never saw. And all your haters are delusional, no pretenders to me. You're unconventional relationship pretending to be. You like posters when I turn the lights on, you scatter, running from the helicopter when you get a propeller. I'm moving, yeah.
Tell me what you see.
Come on, come on.
survive. When I jump through the swirl, then we know that you won't, cause you're always up and turn cold. Jealousy can lead you to murder, this emotion is powerful. But I'm just trying to be a better father, cause some nights I fall asleep and dream myself into a world where my babies can run through freely. But nothing in this life is free no more. Everybody always trying to act tough and go on sport. In the society with many rules and many regulations, where poor people always go through many complications. No one up, so when they're only out for themselves. The richer get richer, who doesn't want to live in this rolling in money, but never want to face the reality of people working twice hard for the minimum salary. But I believe that you should always keep your head up, keep pushing forward, and never give up. Eyes, baby, tell me what you see, what you see. Find when it serves all around you, just like me. To my soul, honey, tell me what you feel. Am I the type of guy that you need to fulfill your fantasy? Oh, yeah. Eyes, baby, tell me what you see. To my soul, honey, tell me what you feel. Am I the type of guy that you need to fulfill your fantasy? Look into my eyes, baby.
Yes. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, AJ Looks, and they're still going to stick around for some more goodness coming your way. For now, though, it's gone 8 o'clock. Let's get into that final hour with your national news headlines, where South African Parks has significantly increased conservation staff at Table Mountain National Park, growing the ranger force to 111. Now, this includes a dramatic rise in the Air, Sea and Mountain Special Operations Unit. Speaking at a ranger memorial, SANParks CEO Halapilwe Selo praised the courage and dedication of rangers who protect vital ecosystems. Now, without rangers, there are no protected areas, she said. SANParks is reaffirming its commitment to safeguarding biodiversity with this expanded boots-on-the-ground approach to conservation. In other news in the country, Professor Feroz Kachalia has sworn in as South Africa's new Minister of Police on Friday, following the leave of absence granted to Senzo Mchunu. Now, his appointment coincides with the Commission of Inquiry into explosive claims by KZN's Police Commissioner, alleging law enforcement has been infiltrated by criminal syndicates. Now, President Ramaphosa acknowledged the confusion around having two ministers in one portfolio, but said it would be resolved within months. Now, the commission, led by Acting Deputy Chief Justice Mbuyisile Madlanga, is expected to report within 3 months. Looking at your international news headlines and starting in the continent, where Nigeria's nurses have ended their week-long warning strike following a government agreement on better wages, recruitment and conditions. The National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives says the deal includes clear implementation timelines. The Ministers of Health and Labour met with union representatives, agreeing no nurses will face disciplinary action for joining the protest. The nurses had threatened an indefinite strike if their concerns weren't addressed. Union leaders say they'll closely monitor government compliance with a memorandum of understanding before ruling out future action. Meanwhile, tens of thousands marched across Sydney Harbour Bridge yesterday in pro-Palestinian protest, hailed by organisers as historic. Torrential rain didn't deter families and activists, including Julian Assange, Federal MP Ed Husick, and former New Wales Premier Bob Carr. Now, chants for ceasefires echoed across iconic bridge, last closed for World Pride in 2023. The peaceful protest was authorized just 1 day prior by court order. Now, mid-March, police texted participants to pause and turn back, citing public safety concerns. And closing off your final bit of news this morning in a spectacular show of unity, 1,276 young marimba players from over 70 schools across the Western Cape and 2 from Zimbabwe shattered the Guinness World Record on Saturday at Grand West Grand Arena in Cape Town for the largest marimba ensemble ever recorded. Now, they more than doubled Guatemala's previous record of 505 participants. With mallets flying, this vibrant ensemble, ranging from ages 8 through to 62 years old, performed a stirring 10-minute medley, including the likes of Waka Waka and Jerusalema, to roaring applause. Organized by Marimba Jam under the theme United in Harmony, the event showcased South African and Zimbabwean youth coming together in rhythmic solidarity. Now, each participant left with not only a medal, but a memory and a powerful message of community through music. Congratulations to them once again for flying that South African flag so incredibly high. That is where we leave your news this morning. Let's get into your final sports with Gray.
Give it another week and then Chris is going to take over the sport. I can see it in the stars. Well, speaking of in the stars, we've got that dream lineup for the MTN 8 semi-finals. The current holders, Orlando Pirates, will face Mamelodi Sundowns in a blockbuster semi, while Sekhukhune United, they take on last year's runners-up, Stellenbosch, and that's later this month. So Pirates, they beat Polokwane City 2-0 to chase now a record 4th straight title. That as Sundowns cruise past Richards Bay 4-0 to send a message there. Then Sekhukhune and Stellenbosch, they had to dig deep, staging dramatic comeback wins over TS Galaxy and AmaZulu respectively to complete that Final Four, and they are lined up for a spectacular knockout phase. Now, let's get into some rugby, and the Springbok women powering to a 41-24 win over New Zealand's Black Ferns 15 at the Athlone Stadium, levelling the series 1 apiece in front of a very spirited Cape Town crowd. Well done for showing up. They dominated up front, and the Boks capitalised on their physical pack to bounce back from last week's narrow loss, now building some very good momentum just 20 days out from the Rugby World Cup in England. Now, speaking of rugby, we were presented with some champagne rugby in the Currie Cup this weekend. The Griquas, they staged their own stunning comeback to beat the Boland Cavaliers 48-39 in Kimberley, overturning a major half-time deficit there. Then the Bulls, they delivered a statement of their own 64-0, beating the Sharks at Loftus. And then the Lions, they notched up their second consecutive bonus point win down in Western Province 40-19 in Johannesburg in a dominant Currie Cup weekend. Talk about putting your hands up. Now let's get into motorsport and a battle royale as Lando Norris clinched a dramatic Hungarian Grand Prix win, holding off McLaren teammate Oscar Piastri by just 0.698 seconds to cut the championship gap now to 9 points. Now, switching from a 2-to-1 stop strategy clearly paid off. Norris secured his first Hungaroring win in McLaren's 200th overall victory as well. So quite a momentous one, and the 25-year-old, of course, also avenging his 2024 team orders defeat at the same space, claiming now his 5th career win in the race's 40th edition. So a very historical motorsporting weekend. To wrap up our sport for this Monday morning, let's get one last look at the roads.
Well, a final look at your roads starts out in Johannesburg in Diepkloof, where there's been a crash on the N1 northbound, and that is before Golden Highway. Now, the right lane is closed, so do drive carefully and remain vigilant. Well, let's move over to Cape Town in Kuils River, where there is congestion on the R300 northbound at Van Riebeek. Expect delays and ensure your headlights are on. That's where we leave your roads for now. Be safe out there on them. For now, let's get into your weather. Well, in your weather news, the South African Weather Service has issued yellow level 1 warnings for damaging waves and interior winds. Now, disruptive waves are expected between Saldanha Bay and Cape Agulhas, spreading to Alexander Bay and Plettenberg Bay by tomorrow. Strong winds are also forecast over the central, northern and central Karoo, posing fire risks, structural hazards and travel disruptions. Now, extremely high fire danger conditions are expected in parts of the western, northern and eastern Cape. Residents are urged to take the necessary precautions where it is applicable. Let's check in with that final sunrise view of the hour. Right, Durban had their time in the sun as well as Cape Town, but now we look at Pongola Poort, sent by Roomba. Thank you so much for sharing this beautiful dam with us, also out of KZN. I mean, the water and the sun there just hits a little bit different, and we really appreciate this absolutely breathtaking morning view. 22 degrees is what you can expect, Roomba, on your side of town, and thank you once again for allowing us to see what it looks like through your eyes. Tomorrow we do it all over again, 6, 7 and 8 o'clock. That number 063 036 9649. For now though, let's check out your temperatures for the final time so you can prep for this Monday.
Rain in parts, but it's still looking pretty beautiful out there. But please don't let it lure you out for the next hour. We want to keep you front and center. Why? Because being Women's Month, we are highlighting change makers on another level.
I like that. When it comes to technology, they definitely have the sauce. Not only that, speaking about the sauce, AJ Lux certainly has all of that. And we'll get into another performance by him to make sure that this final hour feels like a Friday. So don't go anywhere.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's true, it is your feel-good breakfast show, and because it's Women's Month, of course, we've got to shine a bright spotlight on people in the tech industry making moves at a lightning speed, and women in particular are driving some of the most exciting innovations shaping our digital future, from AI tools and creative automation to training the next generation of female coders. Now, South African women really are proving that innovation thrives when diversity leads.
Yet that gender gap in tech remains, let me undersell it, a challenge, so to speak. And trailblazers are working unbelievably hard to close that gap by creating new systems, new tools, and therein new opportunities. And today we meet two of these powerhouses redefining what leadership in technology looks like. Melisande Jeffries, founder of the Creative Misfits, is humanizing automation in marketing.
Yes,
and we love the sound of that, while Toko Mia, CEO of Girl Hype, is empowering women with the skills and community to thrive in the tech space. We have got your tribe waiting for you. Ladies, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
This is where, and I know I'm going on about my studio audience, but I mean, it would be nice to have 1,000 people just applauding what you're doing, because you're doing something amazing. But you got your girls.
And we've got the audience at home.
You got me,
Exactly.
Girls, you got me.
You guys are amazing. Welcome. Thank you so much. I know you are both unbelievably busy individuals. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us. Mel, I really want to start with you, although we're going to get to you in a second, because Girl Hype, yes, we're hyping
We
the
are hyping
girlies.
that.
But I love what you are doing with the Creative Misfits. First of all, the name in and of itself is
Very
so
cool.
great, combining tech and creativity in quite unexpected ways. So can you break all of this down for us, and what do you do at the Creative Misfits?
So I come from a creative background. I used to be a marketing manager for shopping malls.
Okay.
And when you write strategies, you always come up with the most incredible campaigns, but we always fall short with the execution. Because the marketing team, for some reason, marketing and tech is always disconnected. And you don't always have the correct systems to implement the vision. And in a way, you fall so short that the campaign that you had this amazing thought process in doesn't come alive as it should. So
yeah,
you don't.
you
they're
preach
cheering you
there.
on.
Whenever you preach for a second, the music comes from the heavens above. Then you're preaching, girl. You know.
Yeah, so I wanted to just bridge that gap, because I don't want to write a campaign and then I can't implement it or execute it because I don't know what systems are available out there. So I made it my mission with my team to find the solutions for the shortfall, so that we can give you a creative powerhouse, a power tool that actually boosts the tech side as
on the
well.
promise.
Exactly, and seamlessly integrate a tech-led agency that also drives experiences and delivers like what we promise to deliver when we write the strategy for you.
I love that, because we're often involved in campaigns that fall short, and we have to come in at number 99 and save the day because it hasn't been authentic. And often we use tech for the sake of, without understanding how it can be powerful. We need hype. If ever we needed hype in this space, I know you came in with the hype, girl. I think you were waiting to be a little bit fashionably late just so that we could have that moment. No, you are just on time, because there is an opportunity for young girls in coding and the female mindset that has been overlooked for too long. But I'm preaching to the choir here. Where does Girl Hype come into the conversation?
So at Girl Hype, what we're doing is we're teaching on-demand skills. So the emerging technologies, the languages. So it's beyond just coding. And it's also beyond age, context, location, language. So we teach in multiple languages. We teach in rural, township, peri-urban, informal areas in the cities and the suburbs. We teach all different types of women, youth, persons around the hype skills, cybersecurity, data science, you know, the emerging ones where the industry is going. Because at the end of the day, the skill remains the same, but the person can change into the different niches.
I love it. Create one gateway. One gateway that we can police, one gateway that we can control, that we can look after, we can empower. I love that. And I'm thinking now, because you've got such a broad net, there is no woman in South Africa that can say, oh, it's not for me. I'm not technically gifted, because they will find someone who looks like them within your network.
Exactly. So we do a lot of role modeling. We've got mentorship. We have curriculum advisors. So if you go on our website, gohype.co.za, You're going to find courses that you can do, free courses, paid courses, degree courses, whatever you'd like. You can call us, you can WhatsApp us. We're there. There are curriculum advisors who are going to advise you on the route you can take. If you want to take IoT, whatever.
There's no excuse.
I'm just
gonna practice
anyone can do it because why? You have support, you have a community, you have a network. So why not, girl?
Oh, I love this. You know, representation truly matters because as you're talking, I'm like, maybe I can do this too. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's incredible. Togomal, I'm going to come back to you and bring together two worlds. Where we are as humans and AI. I feel like we're at the cusp of something very special, but some people could be intimidated by it. Exactly, at the same time. How do you bring these two together in the tech work that you do, but the creative work you do as well?
So, my agency is not to highlight tech. It's to use the tech to support the creativity because we're a creative agency. So our module is to amplify, to use tech to amplify what we deliver to our client. Creativity will always be at the forefront. I don't believe that AI is going to replace anyone in their job, but I do believe that a person who is trained and using AI and upskilling themselves within this industry is going to replace you eventually in your job if you don't keep up.
Yeah, and it's, I'm seeing it's releasing the genius.
It is.
Which is great. And it means that we can bring more people up with us, which is also beautiful. But it's revealing opportunities that never existed before. So I'm going to ask the two of you to think about this because we're going to join the panel again for another session in just a moment. But what are those opportunities right now? Because I would imagine they are breaking as fast as we are thinking about them.
Yeah.
So think about that. Maybe you're in the tech space or maybe you're technically gifted but have never thought that that's the space for you. Well, hopefully we'll turn that around. We are talking about incredible women in the tech space and the opportunities that are there.
That's true. Incredible woman to one incredible man. In fact, 4 incredible men that are going to take us into the next little bit. AJ Lex is still around with the crew, so let's have a listen to what they've got.
Yo, so I'm AJ Lex. This is song number 2 called We Did It Again. Shout out to New Light. So let's take it up. Yeah, I hope you're still around. I hope you're still here. Come on, say. AJ, yeah, we did it again. Lay back, man, I did it away. Say la da da da. AJ, yeah, we did it again. Lay back, man, I did it away. La da da da. Come on, it's just another backyard party. Barbecue, fry left all around the fireplace. Let them in, cause there's plenty of space. The more the merry. And while you're over there, why don't you have a taste? What's your poison? Jack or case? It doesn't really matter, cause we all out for a good time. Let the hood sign with a red wine. Clap to the back is still alive. No flat line for a little out for the young that passed. Fast while you're over there, let's dance, hold hands, lust romance, and end up in a one night stand. Wake up in the morning, can't find my pants. I'm trying to retrace the previous night events. Love fight, pillow fight, get right, make a safe flight for 3 hours past midnight. Call AJ, yeah, we did it again. Lay back, man, I did it away. Say la da da da. Say AJ, yeah, we did it again. Lay back, say la da 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 da. AJ, yeah, we did it again. AJ, yeah, we did it again. Verse 2. Ring speeding on the highway, galaxy flow. I make the stars look my way. AJ Lex with the cookie dip sideways, ice cold. Even call me Ice Age on the white plate. It's green blood. I'm taking pictures at the party, make them feel love. I conquered the grave, surround me by beautiful women. It feels like the jackpot, I'm winning. Give it back to my crew, let them spin it, no quitting. These haters head spinning, ghetto top billing. On the track, let them die, make a killing. Modern day top billing. I steal your girl, keep on moving in the fast lane. F1 plays, yeah. And put your hands in the sky if you feel the same way. Celebrate, cause we made it through a better day. Say, AJ, yeah, we did it again. Lay back, man, I did it away. Say la da da da. AJ, yeah, we did it again. Lay back, man, I did it away. Say la da 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 da. AJ, yeah, we did it again. Lay back. Say la da da da. Say la da 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 da. Everyone, AJ, yeah, we did it again. Lay back, man, I'm in it to win. AJ, yeah, we did it again. Lay back, man, I'm. Say la da 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 da. AJ, yeah, we did it again. Lay back, man, I'm in it to win. Say la da da da. AJ, yeah, we did it again. Lay back, man, I'm. Say la da 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 da. Yeah. Say la da 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 da.
it again. Lay back, man, I'm in it a win. La da da da. AJ, yeah, we did it again. Lay back, man, I'm in it a win.
Can we play along? Can we play along? Beautiful. Thank you so much. Oh, you're working hard, gents. You're working hard. Oh, we are here for this kind of ensemble. We are here for AJ. Lexi is in the house. One more performance. What are you going to sing for us to close us out?
I'm going to do a track called Azazel's Journey. It's a straight verse, self-reflection track.
I love it. We are doing a lot of personal growth this morning because it speaks to where this incredible artist is in his musical journey. He is back with beautiful new music, and we get one more taste after this, and then we're going to continue an incredible discussion looking at new opportunities for women in tech. And we have got two trailblazers joining us for that. We'll plug you in after this.
Introducing Signature Curve Denim, designed by South Africans for South Africans. Each pair is expertly crafted to honor every curve and every line of your natural form. This denim moves with you, blending soft structure with effortless comfort and elegance. Capture your confidence. Take a mirror selfie trying on the Signature Curve by Guess. Tag guess.sa on Instagram and stand a chance to win a pair. Signature Curve Denim, our shape, our hands, our signature. Competition ends 31 August. T's and C's apply. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to part two of a very vital conversation where we're highlighting incredible women in tech. Now, next we're looking at the real impact of women-led tech innovation, from career opportunities to changing the way that businesses think about automation, but also, most importantly, inclusion. Now, guests will share how their work is shaping a future where women aren't just participants in tech, but leaders of this transformation. So, Togo, as well as Mel, welcome back. Thanks for being here.
Toga, I put it to you before the break to think about those opportunities that you get most excited about when you see the doors opening in tech. If I'm a young female professional wanting to get into that skills training space, what opportunities should I be focusing on, do you think?
Okay, so certainly I would say, firstly, join a community, join a network, find your girl hype, get your people, and from there get a mentor, right? Approach someone, a woman, or someone that you are aspiring to be like. And ask them to mentor you, ask them to guide you in the process, ask questions so that you can get the kind of knowledge that you need. Keep up with the trends and where they're going. Cybersecurity, don't look for a job for today. Look for a job for 5 to 10 years' time. Cybersecurity, data science, those emerging areas.
As you say that, I'm thinking in the male progression within their business trajectory, a mentor will always be there.
Yeah.
And not only it's the knowledge and them making the mistakes before you so you don't have to repeat them, but it's also the strategic plug-in when you get there.
Exactly.
Because you've got someone who's invested who's invested in your outcome. I like that a lot.
And even me, I'm taking notes right now. That is so brilliant. Prep for the job that you want to have going
that
forward.
a lot, yeah.
All right, Mel, when it comes to maybe even case studies that you've seen in action with the projects that you do, the campaigns you've run going, this is it. This is like the sweet spot of what I'm trying to do. Are there any that you can think of?
There's a few, actually.
Everyone, yeah.
But the most recent one was a campaign that we wrote for a retail brand, and it was shoppers had to scan a QR code. When you enter the shopping mall, you have to scan a QR code, and then you had to follow color trails, and your clue will be delivered to you through WhatsApp automation. Okay. And you would then do a sort of like a treasure hunt throughout a mall and collect prizes in real time.
Wow.
And that's when we realized, like, the future of retail is it needs to be tech-led, experience-driven, and
engaging,
fun. Because when something is
yeah.
fun, it not only increases the dwell time in a shopping center, it also creates an experience, and it provides a reason for shoppers to return.
Yeah.
So for us, that was a game changer, and it really opened up that, like, the missing link that we thought was actually missing when we found it. So we were...
you were validated in that sense. That's great.
And now I'm going to spend more because I'm having a good time.
Because you're having a good time. And you're
emotionally connected,
And collecting instant rewards, so it's a win-win.
Very sneaky. Creative Misfits says where you can find her online if you want to plug into this kind of sneakiness.
I love that, because we were always like, if you think too futuristic, you're always misunderstood. And that's how I felt in my industry. And I felt like it's not because of people's lack of interest in me or what I do or where my brain is going. It's just they don't understand where I'm going. And I needed to create a space where I could thrive in.
Luckily, you've got girls around you creating that space as well, ensuring that there are new converts every day. I would imagine this plays out on a big level, like this with big brands, big properties, but it also plays out on a deeply personal level for the young women that are coming through your system.
Yes.
Do you have any personal kind of moments that have stood out for you where that transformation has really come to bear?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we've got, firstly, thousands of stories are running through my head right now.
Which is beautiful in itself.
Exactly. So one thing I can definitely say, I'll give you a quick stat from my work, which is that 90% of the time, if you take any young woman, no aptitude, no confidence, give her a code club in a high school for like 3 years, you're going to see that 90% of the girls who go through those programs study tech subjects where they would never have before. And their classmates, and their classmates don't. So you've got a clear case pool within that school that all the classmates didn't, but these 30 girls did because of being just made confident enough to think that they can do it.
Just having that door open.
Having that door open.
Sure.
Wow.
But that is beautiful. You're definitely opening the way for so many. And yes, more women in STEM. Please, can we continue down this trajectory?
Need it.
I've got to ask you guys, we've got a question that we put out, our Feel Good fam this morning, all around celebrating or highlighting in particular a woman that has changed the direction of your life for you. Could be your mom, your sister, a mentor. Can you think of anybody?
Yeah, no, for me it would be my mom. So Girl Hype was founded by my mom.
Can we get a sneaky camera onto mom? What is your gorgeous mom / sister's name?
Baratang Mia.
Baratang Mia.
Yes, she's the founder of Girl Hype.
Look at the gorgeousness.
And I got into this because, you know, Girl Hype was my aftercare. So I followed Girl Hype everywhere and just fell in love with the passion, the mission. But growing up and then getting to university and the world life, I started to realize the inequalities in the industry. I was a software developer, and I was like, you know what? I feel like we need to change this, and I feel like we need to build on this legacy. And I'm so passionate about the work that we do in empowering women. It's natural.
And I know you were the first to point out that you didn't start Girl Hype.
No, I didn't.
But you are the perfect custodian, perfect person to carry this forward. Just so proud of what you're doing. Unbelievable. For you, I would imagine this package, Mel, that sits before us doesn't just happen.
Oh, no.
Okay, there is someone that has played a part in that. Who was that matriarch, that woman for you?
There is actually a few women. So my mom has about 11 brothers and sisters.
Wow. My goodness.
And out of that, my aunt and my mom, they are like the pillar of my foundation. They are the core of everything I stand for. They are women that build, women that break down, women that fix, and women that don't take no for an answer.
Yes, come
They are
on.
very persistent
That's what we
women
like to
and
hear.
very strong women. So
I'm not getting that at all. Not at all. Yeah.
No, very, very calm. So that is, and also I had the privilege of reporting and feeding into a lot of strong women in my industry. Retail property marketing, like shopping centers, is a very close and also very male dominated. So the few women that I had the privilege of working with was also ones that just shaped me.
They've had to earn that space.
Yeah, no, definitely. And some are really incredible women, very strong women. So
Oh,
blessed.
man.
If I phone the girl hype thing, and I'll make my voice a little bit like this, just to feel like I can be a part of the team. Don't call me out.
You know, we do take the boys. We don't turn the door on anyone. And even though our programs also do focus on youth, in industry, working people, maybe a pharmacist who wants to become a cybersecurity or data scientist, including the high school girl who wants to just, you know, come out of a situation,
just be better,
bring her family out of poverty, all of that. But we take the boys. We don't close the door on you because you're 39. No, come, join us.
Well, first of all, thank you for looking at me when you said that as well. I really do appreciate that. I think we need a podcast for the next 5 hours, and we can just sit here and continue to chew on this. We love you guys. What you represent is groundbreaking on another level. Mel Toko, just changing the game.
Absolutely. And keep that door open for the girlies behind you, okay? That's most importantly. And the boys.
We got them.
Now, these stories remind us that innovation isn't just about algorithms and tools. It's about people at the end of the day. And creativity, yes, is still thriving. And of course, most importantly, opportunity. And this Women's Month, let's celebrate and support the women building the tech future that we all, at the end of the day, do benefit from. So thank you once again, ladies, for what you do.
Thank you so much.
Oh, man, and they're only just getting started. They've got to go and work a full day after this. We absolutely love that level of inspiration, and we'll continue on that trend. In fact, we're going to dip into more female figures within the South African context that are changing the game, not just here, but across the world. Yes, Tyler's name is on a list, as it should be. We have got so many examples to follow to shatter those glass ceilings. Maybe now is your time. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thank you for hanging out with us this morning. Right now, we're going to have more entertainment because he's already ticked the box, but let's see how he does under some quick fire questions. Our rising star, AJ Lix, is still in the building, and I've told him, don't think about it too much. Just answer as quickly as I'm asking you this. Okay, the first question. What's the first album you ever bought?
Paxton's 23, I think.
Amazing. I love that album. It is incredible. Are you a fan of Paxton?
Big fan.
Clearly. Okay, so when I ask you dream collaboration, is she on the list?
Yes, and then, unfortunately, the one that passed, the greatest from South Africa, aka.
Of course, I can see that. The two of you have a great cadence about the way that you do deliver music. That's beautiful. Writing at night or during the day?
Both.
Okay, what time at night? Like?
After 12.
After 12? 2 a.m., 3 a.m.?
When I can start.
Wow, when the creativity just hits you.
When it hits you, yeah.
Incredible. What is one word that describes your sound?
Humble.
He's quick with it. Don't even wait. It is quick fire after all. All right, think about this one for a second because you have to answer correctly. What is your go-to comfort food?
My go-to comfort food? Fried rice.
No way.
Yes.
Do you make it yourself or do you buy it
I make it
somewhere?
myself and I buy it as well.
Okay, chicken in it, prawns?
Preferably mushrooms and steak.
Ooh, what a combo. Okay, next time you're going to come and cook for us.
I can try.
Okay, good try. What is the most played song on your playlist right now?
Guy Like Me.
Okay, nice. And we like a guy like him. All right, how about Cape Town spot that just inspires you the most?
I would like to say Long Street.
Tell me why.
Because of the club scene. And it's always vibey, it's always vibrant. You always meet new people. But then Camps Bay, just to go for the sunset.
Of course, so beautiful. So when you say Long Street, does that mean you in the streets? That mean we catch you there in the weekend, we're partying?
Not at all.
You don't party?
Used to. I'm very to myself now these days.
Okay. A balance is key, though. You must do a little bit of both. Bars or beats, what comes first when you get into your creative process?
Bars.
Okay.
And then beats. And then beats. And then bars.
And then bars again.
Yes.
What inspires your writing?
Everything and anything. Most recently, my daughters.
Oh my gosh, plural. How many daughters?
3.
Shout out to the babies. You're a girl dad.
Girl dad, heavily.
Oh my gosh, here's a picture of you guys. Stop it. Look how gorgeous they are. Okay, so are they super proud of their dad just being like one of the coolest guys?
Yeah, they sent me voice notes all through the...
Do they really? Oh my gosh, next time you must bring them, man. Forget school, who cares? Okay, I'm kidding, I'm joking, I'm just joking. One message that you want people to take from your music?
One message that
Yeah.
people to take from my music. Even like when you go through a dark space, there's always the light at the end of the tunnel. And then also remember Lot's wife. Don't look back on your past, always look forward on your future.
Okay, preacher, I like this. You're right, because looking ahead will definitely serve you. What is next for you?
Next for me is an album.
Okay.
Definitely an
Do
album.
we have a date?
I can't disclose it.
Oh, do we have all the songs yet? Are we still working on them?
We're still working on a few, but at the moment you can say we are 70%.
Oh my gosh, 70% is definitely more than a pass for me. That's incredible. Will you come back when you drop your album?
Yes, definitely.
Pinky promise on that?
Pinky promise.
Okay, we're locked in now. You'll see more of AJ Lix soon. Seeing that it is Women's Month, I've got to ask you though, do you have a message, you are also a girl dad, for all the women out there in South Africa?
Yeah, be proud of yourself. Put yourself first as a woman.
That's right.
Put God on top of that. And just live your life the way you feel. Don't let anyone objectify you or make you feel any less. Just be a proud woman.
Oh my gosh, that is beautiful lyrics by a wonderful artist, AJ Lix, in the building. You still have more music for us, right?
One more track. Yes.
One more track, yes. We can't wait for that moment. For now, though, let's go cook up something delicious.
As he said, it started with the bars, then he'll bring in the beat in just a moment. So let's hit our syncopation right now and make your week a little bit easier with these beautiful roasted veggie quesadillas. Roast a big tray of vegetables once, stash them in the fridge, and build crisp, cheesy quesadillas in minutes whenever you need a quick lunch, snack or dinner, and these might become your comfort food because they are delicious. So what I've done already is preheated the pan so that we get a nice even heat on our quesadillas, and I've also prepped some vegetables. We have roasted some veggies off, nice big tray. You love your roasted veg.
I love an air fryer roasted veg too.
Any veg we'll take because it's healthy, okay? No, we do love these kinds of meals because they speak to easy prep.
That's right.
Put it together. So you can actually cook one big tray of veggies, keep it in the fridge, and then just whip out a brand new fresh quesadilla.
All the time, every day.
We've got our veggies done. I've got that going on like a medium heat, and that's basically going to cook our quesadillas. So we're going to put just a tiny bit of oil in.
Okay, little bit.
And kind of spread it liberally around. And for the veggies, I would say don't overdo them because we're going to cook them and you can eat them raw. So
you could.
You want a bit of bite, a bit of crunch. As I always say, the color must be retained. So these look beautiful and they've got that roasty loveliness. So
It's
we're going
still
to
vibrant in color, so you know the nutrients are still there.
100%. We haven't cooked it out. So you're going to take one of our flatbreads.
Yeah.
Just one, and you're going to place it
Oh, I
in the
can
pan.
just put it in directly.
You're going to put it in there. And then we're going to add some cheesy cheese.
Alrighty.
Sprinkle some. Don't use all of it, so we can
I
sprinkle a little bit. I know. I'll also go all in with the cheese. Absolutely beautiful. And then we're going to add some veggies and a bit more cheese on top
Is that enough?
Yeah, I
Does the
reckon.
cheese need to reach like every corner of the corner?
I like every bite to be different.
Okay.
But cheese, luckily, will do its cheesy thing and
There we
just
go.
worm
Do I
its way.
press it?
Now you're going to put some
put the
veggies on.
on.
And then we're going to put some more cheese, and then we'll put the top on. And it's as
see.
simple as that. You're probably looking at about 3-4 minutes on either side. I like mine quite crispy.
Yes.
And I think on that note, if you preheat the pan a little bit, just so you get an even burn. You don't want some to be soft, mushy, and others to be crispy, but that looks beautiful.
This is incredible. All my favorite vegetables as well. Peppers,
I would
baby marrow.
significantly spice it up.
Yeah.
So this has been, I'm sitting here, my mind is spinning from the last conversation we had in terms of tech. It feels like we've sped up about 20 years in the last year. And I don't think people, we talk about the rate of AI, but we forget that we're also progressing at that rate. It's not just AI and tech that is moving this fast, but the mirrors that we hold up to understand what's going on are moving just as quickly. And we, as South Africans, find opportunities in those spaces. It is mind-blowing to me. So think about that. It seems like the critical thing here is for a female to find a mentor in that workspace. It's that link that's been denied the female progression for so long. A guy will find 10 mentors in his career path.
But I think with women, it's often, I mean, it's an age-old adage about there can only be one of us, you know?
For sure.
Crabs in a bucket. If I'm winning, I'm the only one that's going to be
And then
winning.
I must let go of the soft skills and become hard.
Exactly, to be matching the men's energy. But I think there's something so beautiful about, like we were saying, shattering the glass ceiling, keeping the door open, even just a little bit, just so I can get my foot in the door to make way for the next woman to come in.
And you start to see where tech, so now we joke about the gorgors that run the ECDs that keep South Africa propped up. Now you take that girl hype mentality of like, okay, well, let's create one gateway regardless of where you come from and introduce the tech there. Can you imagine an automated system making sure that those gorgors and the kids going through their gateway are protected, which you can do digitally.
I mean, it's
and
so
connect
easy
that
nowadays.
to a free power source that's connected to the local strip mall or the 10 schools in the area. It is so easy to start connecting the dots digitally, then no child gets left behind.
True.
It's amazing. Okay, so we're going to have to try and flip this.
We are.
Okay.
Do you have a better tool than me?
I don't know. I've just got scissors and things. We're going to try get the biggest.
There you go.
There we go. That's designed. It's a quesadilla flipper.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I'm a
just
little
use
nervous.
Your, hold,
Okay, let me try to stick
no,
it.
I'm not even going to give you advice. You just go. You be the powerful girl that you
Ah,
are. That looks
uneven,
awesome.
though.
No, that's great.
Okay, maybe I should move it over a bit that way.
For me, it must kind of look street foody, and then I feel like we are winning at life. So what else have we made today?
Very cool.
Because it's been quite a spectacular day in the kitchen.
It's been a meat-free Monday. So we've had the falafels.
Oh, okay, albeit we had the eggs, okay? We made a power protein bowl, but that was because Carissa tried her hand at powerlifting.
And I won.
You did win the powerlifting championships of Expresso for 2025.
Thank you. Where's
no one
my,
was even
where's my
close to you.
trophy?
No, none of the other competitors were even going to show up. But you'll see what we do now is, and there you can see our beautiful high-protein breakfast bowl, absolutely beautiful. Our falafels.
No, those falafels were fire.
If you're going to go meat-free on a Monday, that is great because you get the texture And I think by now you're starting to get the idea. If you scan the QR code on your screen, you'll get taken to this beautiful landing page where you see it all come to bear, all of our amazing recipes, all the hacks that we bring you, the stuff that we try on TikTok that looks amazing. And, oh, that's wonderful.
That's even better.
I think that is great. Do you want to, should we slice it up on this guy?
Yes, agreed.
It creates a little bit of
Oh.
space here.
Okay, quesadilla. I don't believe I've made one of you before.
I know.
Okay,
Well,
1, 2.
You've done smash it. Yo,
Yes!
And you've got flair. You got flair today,
the
girl.
smoke.
You and do you feel better after that, hey?
I do.
You've had a
that was the
cathartic
aggression I
morning.
needed to get out.
After all of your powerlifting endorphins.
This feels like it's going to be super good for you as well. I know there's cheese in there, but come on.
How are you feeling? Because I know I joke about you being the human shield and doing all of this fitness on this amazing journey.
I enjoy it.
How are you feeling after?
Stronger.
There were some big weights, really. Hey?
It was a good couple of kilograms, not degrees, that I lifted, and it was fantastic. What was that? Like 40, 70, 110?
That bar
It was
weighs,
60.
the bar alone weighs, I think, about 20 kgs.
It does,
I realized
it does.
even the clips on the end of the bar were quite heavy. We couldn't even throw them like across half the studio. But I'm so glad that you mentioned Crystal's physique.
Wow.
Because she's gorgeous.
Lean.
And that's muscle that's built
Yes.
on big weights. Okay, don't be
Tones.
scared of the weights. And I think Juanita was also loving it. If we go online, she says, you go, girls.
Yes.
Girl, woman, do you have power? We just have to look for that lioness inside of us. We are strong. I know that. Some of us are just scared. That's all.
It's true.
Oh, Juanita just laid it all out there. Eh?
Yes, and you know what? I had this quote this year that even though I'm scared, you got to do it anyway. You've got to show up anyway, and that was it. Also, Crystal did say, "Just do it." I
Just
said,
do it.
"Okay, I will. I'm sorry," and I did it.
So I have an adage, and it's actually going to be tattooed on me at some point after I've gotten my sausage dog tattooed on. That's the next one, believe it or not. But it's something that I've said to myself, and it speaks to my mentality, unfortunately, as well, and fortunately.
What is it?
Don't hide from the darkness, okay? Always face the darkness, okay? That's the fear for me, okay? You've got to. You can't let it sit and fester, and it'll always be there. So face the darkness, but also don't hide from the light. Embrace those moments, because that's what we've done. For the last few hours, we have just shone a light on people who are brave enough to go and occupy those spaces. And how powerful is that?
I feel inspired.
goosebumps.
You're
It's
giving yourself
amazing, man.
goosebumps.
Okay, we
deserve this.
Okay, I really like the crispy bits. So I'm
Okay,
going to
you
have one
take
of
the
those.
crispy
Are you going to
bits.
have one of those? Okay.
I'll take the raw, medium rare.
The raw. They are very, very much cooked and delicious. They look unctuous.
I would
Cheers,
put
girl. Well
some
done.
avo and sour cream on here.
And bird's eye chilies.
Yum. Let's go. Immediately, yes.
And I'm not normally a fan of peppers, but the peppers work beautifully in
They
this,
add
eh?
a sweetness. It's really good.
The yellow pepper, absolute win.
That
Well,
is so fire.
Smashed it in the kitchen. You've smashed it out there in the battlefield
Yes, I
of powerlifting.
did. And we're
Girl
still going to
power.
smash more music coming away. AJ Licks is still here with another performance. Please make this. Head to our recipe tab on our website. Add whatever you want to. Have a beautiful meat-free Monday, and we'll see you straight after this.
Sorry, I'm going in for another.
Okay, bye two. Do it for the.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. One important message before we leave you. Panda Push or Play your daily lotto, because there is an estimated 530,000 Rand sitting in the jackpot, and it's yours, or it could be.
It could be this Monday, and it only goes down on Monday. So buy your tickets now in store on nationallottery.co.za, which is the website. There is the mobile app, and while you're on your phone, there is cell phone banking, or simply head to your keypad and dial *120 *7529# for USSD and access some moolah.
Just wipe your hands from all the quesadilla juice before you touch your phone, I'm learning. All the details are on our Expresso social media pages, so while you're checking out the amazing content there, you can also Panda Push or Play your daily lotto for that estimated 530,000 Rand in the jackpot today.
Right.
All the best of luck.
Oh my gosh, and to end us all off and feel like a Friday on a Monday, let's hit play on our wonderful performer today, AJ Licks.
Yo, once again, I'm AJ Licks, my third and final track called The Azazel's Journey. I hope you enjoy it. Let's go.
A lot of mistakes I've made in my life spent. I stand on my own feet. I'm taking in microwave heat. I'm cold like I just went 6 feet deep. No longer counting sheep. Survival, yep, that's the mentality. I'm making moves. Money make magical moments memorable. Take my advice, man, that's the way to go. I'm an omen, bad to the bone. Dogs biting my one piece of what I have and what I am. They never say never die, but you never say never when it comes to a battle, right? I'm about to make some bad decisions tonight. It might result to me getting caught or reach a maximum height. Order for me to do that. I first need to run some gets over before I take flight inside. So get out of my way. With no time to play, it's like foreplay. The chick is on my left, like what? Don't have time to settle down. Sick of seeing you wear the crown. Lost a couple of rounds, but I bounced back from that like that. A lot of souls to collect, no stopping until I finally make you crack with my music. I'm giving you a mental attack. Lab rats in the maze, and every turn you take is a trap. So clap, recognize your voice about to go supersize. And when I get to the top, take a super dive, letting in money. Above sea level, I hate to see this catch whip, but they about to eat gravel, and I'ma travel the distance. And if you're there with me, we'll reap the benefits. Like every day should be Christmas, I'll miss this. The day that I'm gone, Godzilla versus King Kong just became one strong being. AJ Licks. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for a lovely show. I love you.
Yes, come on, AJ Licks. Absolutely love that. Put it here. And you heard the promise, right? He did say that he'll be back when that album does drop. Do we have a name? Do we have a feel? I'm trying to get as much as we can out of you. Are you feeling that? Not yet. I'm pushing. I'm pushing. But well done. Three incredible
I can tell you it's
performances.
family-based.
Family-based?
Family-based, yeah.
Okay, you heard he's a girl dad, so...
I know, and that was the only box that needed to be ticked for me this morning. Thank you so much for the energy you've brought. Have you had a moment, I know it's crazy when you step into these spaces, but it's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
And being back into this space, and obviously you've got your lads around you here, and you guys are operating on another level, which is fantastic. And I'm so glad that you've kind of backed yourself in that sense. But now that you're here, how does it feel when you're back in this space
I feel the
performing,
ball is rolling. I feel it's moving. I feel they can't be stopping now.
Oh, I love
dude,
that.
I love
I have
that.
to be like a boulder and just roll everyone out of my way.
Oh, excuse me. Watch out, world. So who do we have here? Your incredible band.
Right. On keys, we have Roosen.
What's up, Roosen?
On guitars, on strings, we have Josh.
What's up, Josh?
And Mr. Beatmaker, Mr. Law, Lawrence. Amazing team that I had today, and
Incredible.
I appreciate these guys so much.
Okay, well, we appreciate you, and because of that, please can you play us one more song? Even one of the ones that you've just done, a repeat of any of the ones? Okay, I feel like the keys is
he's
like,
got
yes,
that cheeky
I've
grin on
got
his
my
face, like
favorite one. Which
he had
one
a
are we
feeling
doing?
something like this was going to happen. We're going to sign out and just say thank you so much to the amazing guests that joined us on the show today. AJ, you're definitely included in that space, but the women that are opening doors for other women, young girls around them, I think it's really starting to sink in how vitally important these trailblazers actually are. So hopefully you'll carry that with you through the rest of today, not just for Women's Month, but every single day of your purpose-driven life.
Oh, it's great to have you here. AJ will play us out. Let's go, baby.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
So when it's gonna eyes, baby,
moving.
tell me what you see, what you see. You're moving from so into my soul, honey. Tell me what you feel. Am I the type of guy that you need to fulfill your fantasy? I always say see you later. Now I never say goodbye. I wanna elevate you, never wanna see you cry. I'm supposed to be a king. People label me a lie. Hide my face on top of iron bars, can say that I died, but I don't ever do it. And I'm about to throw my token in, and I'ma play this game till it break. Cause I'm itching to win, and all you haters who don't even know me, I'm about to take flight. Let's see if you can get rid of me. I dare you. Try to shoot me out of the sky. Just have one question for you. Do you hate that I fly? Cause I am. You see, I don't know what we're really living for. Faithfully reading the Bible about a God that I never saw. And all you haters are delusional pretenders to me. You're unconventional relations you pretended to be. You like roaches when I turn the lights on. You scatter. Running from the helicopter when you get a propeller.
Another feel-good production.
Tell me what you feel. Am I the type of guy that you need to fulfill your fantasy? I know I'll survive when I jump through this wormhole, and we know that you won't. Cause you're always up and turn cold. Jealousy can lead you to murder. This emotion is powerful, but I'm just trying to be a better father. Cause some nights I fall asleep and dream myself into a world where my babies can run through freely. But nothing in this life is free no more. Everybody always trying to act tough and go hardcore. In a society with many rules and many regulations, poor people always go through many complications. No one else knowing they're only out for themselves. The rich get richer, who doesn't want to love in this rolling in money, but never want to face the reality of people working twice hard for the minimum salary. But I believe that you should always keep your head up, keep pushing forward, and never give up. Eyes, baby, tell me what you see. You will never find when you search all around a guy like me. And look into my soul, honey. Tell me what you feel. Am I the type of guy that you need to fulfill your fantasy? Oh, yeah. Eyes, baby. Tell me what you see. You will never find when you search all around a guy like me. Yeah. And look into my soul, honey. Tell me what you